Okay, so that should be going live momentarily. Ah, there we go. Good. Let me go to my subscriptions. Share this. I gotta share this on Twitter. Let people know I'm live. Oh, wait, that's the wrong Twitter.
You got multiple Twitters?
I got multiple Twitters, yeah.
What's your other one?
We talked about this. Plus
Did
we're
we?
live. Plus we're live now.
What, am I doxing you then?
You might be doxing me. I mentioned it on stream. Oops, that's my bad. I doxed me.
Okay, well, you heard it here first, folks. Chris has a secret second Twitter account that we can find if we only work hard enough. Now, notice that he hasn't said any words or letters contained within, so we're going to have to search all Twitter accounts, but I'm sure we can do it.
Let me... streaming more disco with damn.
Did you forget my name?
No, I'm trying to find the at finally. I'm not familiar with my the keypad on the phone where all the punctuation is.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
All right, tweeting that out. Tweet was sent. Let me get in here. Oh shit, that's not what I want. I don't want my voice coming out of that phone speaker back into the microphone.
Why not? Let's do the whole stream like that. It'll be avant-garde. It'll be a statement about art.
That's a recipe for disaster.
It's a recipe for front page news. We're gonna get clicks, bro.
But anyway, Zachary, my buddy, my friend, my pal, my chum, my amigo, my now IRL acquaintance.
Yes. The friend level has been upgraded.
Speaking of which, have you actually gotten that cable so you could get the footage? So you could send that to me.
You know, I'm dragging my feet because I'm an idiot, but I'm not just stupid. I really don't want to have to buy another one of those. So I've been looking around my room and looking in old boxes that I had from when I moved that I thought I might have put it in. But no, I have not found it. So I do need to just bite the bullet and go to Best Buy and buy a new one. I could do that today, though, because I'm awake in the morning. You know, we're here, we're streaming. I've got a whole bright day ahead of me.
All right.
I'm going to do that after we get done streaming. I'm going to get in the shower. I'm going to fucking get in my car. I've been putting it off because I don't want to waste the money, but I'll do it.
Do you happen to remember the last thing that happened in Disco Elysium? Because I'm not sure.
Well... Okay, so... We had that one stream where I stayed up all night to be there at the stream, and I was, in and out. I was fading fast. Then, we did another one since then. We did one after that, where you were like, okay, yeah, we took down the body, we put it in the fridge, and now we can go, no, Kim, you moved the body! So Kim moved the body, we went and talked to, not Everard, but what's that woman with the white hair and the green coat?
Joyce.
We went and talked to her a bunch. Joyce. Yeah. We interrogated those dudes who were sitting in the Whirling Rags, and they basically were like, yeah, we killed him, but you can't prove it. You know, they were being very, flippant about it. They were like, we don't give a shit.
Talking to Joyce, or if there's just too much and we had to
there was just too much, because I had to go to work. There was more in her conversational tree that we just unlocked, but you were like, going through all of these is going to take a while, so we should cut it here.
Alright, excellent. Let's do that then. Let's go continue.
Great, hey, look at this. My memory's pretty good, actually. My memory is pretty good in this circumstance, and yet I don't remember that apparently you already told me you have a second secret Twitter account. Uh-oh. We can see our Discord in the background there.
Oh no!
That's okay. I mean, it's just like, hey man, I gotta feed the cats. Let's record on Thursday. It's like the most benign behind the scenes information.
The good news is I'm streaming directly from the game, not to,
Oh,
I
good.
don't know.
Okay, cool. I thought you were just capturing your Discord window from where you were streaming it to
No,
me.
just, that's another level. It's just stream to Discord, right? And then the OBS captures the fucking screen share.
Yeah, man.
The audience
And then
gets
I
the
pull up
worst
your stream on my
experience.
monitor, and then I restream that, so we just have like layers of audio.
Just the audience, just giving the audience the worst experience. Anyway, hey Joyce,
We
how's
should
it
invite
going?
the audience to restream the show themselves. Okay, what's up, Joyce?
I've got some questions about reality.
Okay.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby.
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd.
It's a disco
It's a
holdover.
disco holdover, pay it no
Please say I'm a disco holdover myself.
I was going to.
Yes.
Aren't we all?
Mm-hmm. And what is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock.
Hey, I'm
Would
from
be excused
Jamrock.
for not knowing
I
about
think.
it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten even. Shelled to smithereens during the revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
Tell me more about Martinez.
I'm not.
I would love to go through life. Hang on.
I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders.
How's the audio level for you? Is the volume of the game good?
Audio's good. It was quiet for the first couple streams, and then at some point you were like, has it been this quiet for you the whole time? And turned it up to a reasonable level, and now we're still there.
Okay.
But, hang on, I was gonna say something about Martinez.
It'd be nice to.
Uh...
Did you lose it? Do I need
No,
to
hang on.
continue through the dialogue?
yeah.
To give you a chance to get it back?
I would love to go around in my life just talking like an RPG character. Like somebody mentions a location. Tell me more about that location. And then I listen to them for like a few sentences, and then I say, I'm done talking about that location. And then I bring up something else. Tell me more about your new stereo system. I would love to be this mechanical. I feel like I could get so much information.
This place used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its work. The reeds are the real star of the show here now. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
You mentioned a sea. What sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near that?
Yes, we're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Vast, lukewarm and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
So
Well,
what's
hey,
the
hang
name?
on a second. Couldn't you just say that the entire, like, our world right now, we just live on the world's largest island? An enormous ocean? I mean, like, all continents are islands if you get down to it.
So what's the name of this island?
Caillou, as you already know.
Caillou?
Imagine a pebble.
The
A
bald
smoothed
kid?
over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the river Esperance. We're in the delta of this river, on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her and to humanity at large.
Okay, that's Martinez. What's Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city,
What kind of city is Revachol?
the great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory, beyond patriotism, a fact.
What makes Revachol great?
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part
Huh?
in it, at least. Our centuries.
Who?
God, I want all three of these questions answered immediately.
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Semenine and Ile Marat, depending
Hey,
on
the
your creed.
Seminese people. I heard they invented disco while high on cocaine.
I think. Wait, no. Is Kim Seminese, or of Seminese descent?
No,
I forget.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
When was Revachol built?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
See, this is
Whoa.
where all attempts to break down the time period this game takes place in just fall apart.
Right. Because, like, that's older than America is right now. That's older than any city we have.
And why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest.
Okay, so what you're telling me is that this, right here, this is the cityest city that has ever been built.
I guess that's what we're going with. Sure.
The tensions are highest and the fault lines are deepest. Like, the terrible questions of our time will be answered based on how the cityest city takes care of them. Because other cities that are less city than that can take care of them probably easily with that example to go off. I see what
By
she's
that I
saying.
mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
But why here?
We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're pretty much at the center of the world.
Oh, we're quite a way off. About...
A collection of tall ghosts behind the water vapor, light reflecting off their glass windows.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Look to the sea.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
Say nothing. Observe the large body of water
Right.
swelling, cold.
She observes your eyes scanning.
Jamais vu.
Then
Jamais vu
breaks the silence,
derealization?
slowly. This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Ma'am, Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
But I will not be stepping off of my boat.
But I want to know everything now.
That is understandable, but perhaps it's better not to eat all your candy at once.
You're right, Kim. We got stuff we need to do.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
Although, that is a pretty high chance of success.
I think we should go for it.
Yeah, let's just try for this one.
All right, let's give it a go. Daddy needs new pair of shoes.
6 kilometers
Yes!
southwest, in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog.
What? No!
licking its
Chad,
wounds in the
don't shoot a
grass.
dog.
It's rabid.
I just had a conversation just at work like yesterday about how killing dogs is wrong. You know, it's like as bad as killing a person.
I mean,
We were talking about like police officer bursts in the door and they're like breaching the building and they just like shoot the dog right away because they don't know what kind of dog it is. If it's like a dog who will be scared or a dog who will that ravenously attack them. So, you know, just to cover their options, it's an unknown element in the situation. The cops will just shoot your dog. And like, that's cool. That's okay. And I was like, that's fucked up. You can't shoot a man's dog.
Yeah, no, that is pretty messed up. Although in this case, it does say the dog is rabid.
Yeah, no, I agree. However, I am sad still. Go ahead.
To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?"
Tequila Sunset? The drink is called
Yes,
the Tequila
he lost his
Sunrise.
mind. Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now.
Wait a minute.
He'll find it again.
That's what they call me? Tequila Sunset?
Hold on. I feel like I've heard the name Emil.
Hmm. You know the thought we gained? That's jamais vu.
Yeah, what
You know
about
what that is?
is that like it's the opposite of deja vu? It's the experience of seeing something that you're familiar with as if it's for the first time.
Yes, correct. 10 points to Gryffindor. My God. I had to look it up because I knew it was like related to deja vu, but I wanted to know exactly what's going on. And I
Well-
realize now that jamais vu could actually be the title of this entire game.
To be fair,
that-
I only know that because my first exposure to that term was you remember Ground Zeroes, the Metal Gear
Uh-huh.
Solid. It was basically the Metal Gear Solid 5 demo.
Yeah.
But it had like a bunch of these fucking side scenarios. Like one was Deja Vu, which was like this retro recreation of Metal Gear Solid 1.
Yeah, yeah.
But then it also had one called Jamais Vu, where you played as Raiden, and
And you went around erasing the shit.
yeah.
Yeah. That mission, like, it's weird. It feels like it's supposed to mean something, like in the totality of the series. There's also Presque-vu, which is the intense feeling of being on the brink of a very powerful epiphany or revelation without actually achieving it. So that's almost seen. That's like, I feel like I'm about to get there, as opposed to deja vu. I've already
fact
been
that-
there.
The
And
fact
jamais vu. I've been here before, but it feels new.
The fact that you shine the light on like the ones that that Kojima directed and they disappear, but when you shine them on the other ones they don't, kind of like
Right.
it hits
And
different
fucking Miller
now.
tells you,
It hits
Yeah,
different now.
and Miller
When you-
tells you,
when you
don't worry,
find out
that
that,
one's not a Hideo Kojima game. Leave it alone.
When you find
It's
out
like-
that how he was being treated, basically.
Yeah, it's like you're playing the part of like the Metal Gear Repo Man, and it's like erasing Kojima's presence from the franchise. And then you get to like Metal Gear Acid 2, and it's like, oh no, we can keep that one. He didn't touch it.
But anyway,
Anyway,
We always do.
hey, we said anyway at the same time on my end, the exact
what
same moment.
am
Jinx.
I?
You're an officer of the RCM.
The Revachol
boy.
Citizens Militia.
This is the
Precise
first time
reminder.
somebody. Oh, great. I was about to say, this is the first time somebody has said RCM to us, and we haven't said, what's that? We've answered back the correct. I thought that was character development, but no, we're still at square one.
Good. And what is the Revachol Citizens Militia?
Nothing more nor
Yeah,
less
great.
than a de facto law enforcement body
De
of this
facto?
revolutionary
I don't like the sound of that.
detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
De facto.
You said de facto.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts
De
in what
jure?
is poetically
De jure?
called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
What do you mean?
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, three pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
All three are good to know when we are out policing.
Let me see.
These are all good.
These are all great.
I don't know.
I like being a thrall to foreign interest, but I also like the last one.
So basically, I'm going to avoid this subject and ask the next question in this line of inquiry.
Truly moralist of you. The coalition
No!
government would applaud you for staying out of politics. And yet,
Damn moralists.
And yet,
there's nothing basic about your role, detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it.
Whoa, is this lady, like, based, actually?
Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Why?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown. They called it the international
I think
zone
we heard about
because
the
no
nuclear
nation
pile
wanted to
meltdown.
claim
When
responsibility.
we were
Yeah.
talking to
The RCM restored peace where the coalition
Roy.
failed. A true
Mhm.
The pawn shop
citizens'
owner.
initiative. They will never forgive you.
He was there.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually
Thanks,
beneficial
Kim,
arrangement.
coming in with the fucking...
Ravacholians get to keep the peace in Ravachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me
Hey.
to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
And
Well,
if
thank you,
those
ma'am. Thank you
authorities think
kindly.
so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
Okay,
Is
I
this
think,
lady nice, actually? Is she, like, cool? Or are we, like, getting, motherfucking... played right now?
to my knowledge, she's cool.
Really? I thought that you were sort of alluding that she was actually not cool, and that it might be bad for us to, like, be talking to her and accepting money from her so much.
Well, the issue is like, you know,
Like, I thought just like
you want
with
to play
the
both
Everard
sides as long
thing.
as possible.
Right, yeah.
You know, just so that like you don't get screwed in the long run in case something does come up. But to my
Well,
knowledge, that doesn't happen with her yet.
theoretically, you should be fucking playing your own side the whole time. You are the police. I mean, like,
That's
what
right.
good of
I
an
am the
investigator
law.
would you be if you showed up and you just believed one side's story completely?
That's correct. I am the law.
I am the law. And dude,
All right.
the whole town knows we are the law since we punched Measurehead in the face.
I think we.
Can you imagine? Like,
I think
everybody
I think we
saw
come
us
back-
do that.
I think we come back and finish this conversation later. Because Kim was
Okay.
telling us we need to get a move on.
Right. It's already 14:29.
Glad to have been of
It's
assistance.
already like 2:30 in the
The little
afternoon.
that I know. Anything else?
You know, I'm good. Thanks, lady. Peace out. Gonna go build the big communism now.
What's this say? Docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Gislain, 33A.
Mm-hmm.
No, hold on. What's this? I saw something out there. Looks like there's more construction here. Once, decades ago.
Oh, I thought you just said the N-word for a second.
Inside the frame of a motorcycle in repair and the tools used to disassemble it. Oh, hey, there's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint?
Yeah,
Hold on, what's
you
this?
better keep walking.
Ooh! Plus one suggestion, minus one half-light.
Are you kidding me?
What is
Put that on.
What have we got from this? That's plus one esprit de corps, plus one shivers. That's
Look
suggestion.
at me when I'm talking to you.
Shut the fuck up.
Hold on a second, lady. I'm working here. I need to figure out what we got. We got this man from Helmdal. What does that look like, actually? Without the jacket.
You're just wearing a stupid t-shirt. That's why it's -2 authority.
Hey, up here,
Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm working. I'm optimizing my stats. Hold on.
We gotta put the blue coat on to see what it looks like.
Alright, let's see it.
Oh
That's
my
nice.
god! You look like fucking... Did you ever watch Full Metal
Yeah,
Alchemist
you better
Brotherhood?
keep walking.
No, I never did.
Okay, well, you know how in every great story that sort of takes place in like a deserty environment, or maybe a normal, like, dry and hot, they're gonna go to the snow at some point in the story. So they go way up north and they meet fucking Armstrong's sister, and everybody there who works for her wears these blue coats with the white trim with the collar popped up. Like, this reminds me so much of the Full Metal Alchemist winter uniform for the military.
I think what we had before, though, is better, because it was giving us +1 to 2 different stats rather than +1, -1.
True, but we
what
look
about
like a Cossack or something. We look awesome wearing that.
What about this
We
one?
look like the tickets please guy.
+1, +1, -2 versus +1, -1.
And
Well,
you get, yeah.
this would actually neutralize the
Mm-hmm.
-1 suggestion from our Helm
From the
Doll
Helmdahl.
shirt.
Yeah, you
Or,
bet
hang on,
you
it's not
fucking-
-1 suggestion from Helmdahl.
It is -1
It's-
suggestion. No, it's
-2 authority.
-1 half-light, -2 authority. What was I looking at? No, it's this one. Oh, hold on. -1. If I put this one on, and
Look at me when I'm
This
talking
one.
to you.
right, this one's -1 suggestion. This one's +1 suggestion.
Right, there it is.
But then we get
Also, my-
-1 half-light. So I don't know.
Well, what even is Half-Light?
Half-light is like fight or flight response.
Hey, up here.
I don't know.
kiddo.
We can figure this out later. Better to optimize when we have a roll to pass.
Yeah, true. So we should be, like, saving before conversations, not to scum the chance, to scum the dice roll, but to
The
be like, in
streets
case
will
we
flood
realize
red
we
once
should have
more.
swapped gear
A
beforehand.
great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
Okay.
So this woman is standing up here, just spilling red paint to amuse herself, and is now just taunting the cops from a balcony about it. I love her
The
already.
streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Don't use that tone with me. I am the law.
Don't use that tone with me. I am the law.
Sod off, big man. Art is above the law.
What are you
Man.
doing to the wall?
Man, Sylvester
Why?
Stallone is single-handedly the best thing about the Suicide Squad. Huh?
Oh, yeah. I actually forgot for a moment that Sylvester Stallone was the voice of King Shark. I had to look it up after the movie, and I was like, "That was Sly!" It's great.
Yeah, before we started streaming, I was just watching on repeat King Shark saying "bird."
I love that guy. It's incredible. Hang on, no spoilers, but they make you think the character's gonna die, and you really believe he is for a minute, and it's fucking great.
Do you know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no
Sorry, to be
snitch,
off topic still for a
pig
moment
spine.
after Cindy's
Go
line
forth
here.
and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually,
saw this interview-
There is a shortage of people who talk to us
Sorry,
in a
I
normal,
cut you off,
calm,
my bad.
informative manner.
Have you seen any interviews with James Gunn from since the movies come out?
No, I haven't.
First of all, John Cena shows up to every interview wearing the Peacemaker costume.
That's amazing.
I'm serious, like the fucking everything, the helmet included. And James keeps making the joke, like, yeah, he just took this, like we keep asking for it back, but he won't give it back.
That's great.
It's very funny. You should definitely check that out. And then he's like, well, I decided if I just keep the suit, then they'll stop asking for it back, because then it's like, well, I'm promoting the thing, I'm doing a service for the studio, so they'll let me keep it. If I steal it and then never wear it, then it's like, oh, you just stole it. No, I'm using it. Anyway, whatever. But James Gunn,
you get the feeling like they were like, okay, fine, we'll give you a spin-off show.
yeah. Although James Gunn describes the process of, because he's like, you know, I was sitting in quarantine last year after the movie was already filmed and done, and I was just sitting there in my house alone, like editing this thing. And I was thinking, like, man, I really love this universe. You know, I really like what we did here, and I'm sad I'm only going to do this one movie, and then that's it. So he said that writing the Peacemaker TV show was his form of therapy. Like, I'm so sad I'm only going to make this one movie, and then I got to go do Guardians, because this is, like, such a great franchise that I want to do more with. So as a form of therapy, I just decided to write 8 episodes of a Peacemaker TV show and see if anybody wanted to make that. And then thankfully they did. So that's
Yeah,
cool. That's how he dealt with his sadness.
It's kind of upsetting that like he has to go back to Guardians, because even though like I want to see more Guardians with James Gunn at the helm,
Of course.
I just really want more with the Suicide Squad.
Right. I hope that Peacemaker TV show is good, man. I hope he gets to meet with those other characters. Like, I don't know. But the point is, James Gunn is talking about the Suicide Squad like it's my best movie. Like, it's my biggest and most bombastic film. I've never been able to do something on this scale and then also still have, like, the creative input that I wanted at the end of the day. So, I don't know. It's just
Oh, I
like
believe
it was
it.
a
I
cool thing to
actually-
hear him talk about. It's like this one moment, all the stars aligned.
I believe him when he says it's his best film. It's way better to me than the Guardians films. Not that they're bad films, but like just the Suicide Squad blows them out of the water.
And I feel like as well, the Guardians films, because they can't be that violent. Not that I'm saying like if they were able to cut people's heads off, those movies would be better. But there is a sort of like, there is an irreplaceable, palpable narrative tension you get from like the idea that any character could be killed at literally any moment, even an important one that you're attached to, that we're not gonna get from those Guardians movies. You know, it's like, sure, we love these people, but they kind of have plot armor, and it's like you can sort of see the way that their arc is going. Like, it's a little bit more standard paint by numbers. I love
Yeah.
those movies, but it's a
Like-
little bit more straight down the middle, normal,
Drax
what
isn't
you'd
gonna
expect.
Drax isn't gonna get killed out of nowhere in like 2 seconds.
Right, and we're not even going to have a moment where we might be legitimately afraid something might happen to Drax, because it's like, this movie isn't built like that. That's not how this machine works. So anyways, James Gunn accomplished something really fantastic with that movie. I'm excited for that TV show.
And now back to the disco.
Yes, thank you.
weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
Jesus.
What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
So you don't know what to write?
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mono is here.
You alright?
Yes.
We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cats. And my name's not Mona, so...
You know, if Disco Elysium was a dating sim, and you just had, like, you know, you can go talk to Joyce, or talk to Cindy, or, I don't know, that the girl who was with Kuno with the stupid accent. I'm dating Cindy first. I love her. She's my waifu now. She's into, you
Well,
know,
she's
disrupting
she's-
society with graffiti. She's got weird, terrifying raccoon eyes. I like her voice. Continue.
Yeah,
That's all I had to say.
I thought you might like this character.
Why? For what reason? Like, what? Why? What is your idea?
I don't know. Just a feeling I had.
Okay, cool.
So why are you so committed to defacing the building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even
I
the
know,
occasional
right?
trash can fire to break up the tedium.
Well, light one
Thought
yourself
I'd
then.
mix
Come on,
it
be the
up,
change you want to see in the
you
world.
know. Summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
I have an opinion on
she's
this.
like-
Want to hear it?
Yeah, go.
Yeah?
Well,
Do we want to be the cool art cop, or do we want to be the or do we want to be the law and put our foot down?
Okay, well, we definitely can't be the law. I love her. I don't want to be mean to her. We have to either do option 1 to be art cop or option 3 to just be a doofus, just like usual.
I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM
Wait,
stamp
no.
of approval.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
This was
Shit.
not my intention.
Keep looking off to the side. What at?
She turns her head to face the coast and nods disdainfully toward Joyce, performing maintenance on her boat.
Or just standing there gripping her cup, just like you always.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features.
Hold on.
Okay.
Adjusting stuff here.
Adjusting.
The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
You mean Joyce?
On a first name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world.
Hold on, what's Ozan?
It's where they grow whores like her. And they're whoremen.
Wow, this
Jeez, Cindy.
negativity.
Have you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor.
Bitch, I might
Well,
be.
that statement is true. It's just it got the wrong antecedent. It's pointed in the wrong direction.
Bitch, I might be. Well, alright then. Bye.
Watch your back, Ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Damn. We got upgrade points. How many do we have?
And then he
just-
turns to Kim and he's like, Kim, did you hear that? I've got eyes on me.
We got 2 skill points. Do you want to spend one now?
Yeah. I mean,
What
or
can
should we
we-
keep them both banked or what?
Well, like the strategy is like keep one in reserve in case you need to retry a check.
Hmm. Hey, we got to start internalizing jamais vu.
Oh yeah. Let me what's this?
Oh yeah.
Jamais vu.
So we've got our shit
Problem.
together. We're a hobo cop and we're some kind of superstar.
Problem. Revachol Special Administrative Region, Le Caillou, the Insulindian Ocean, Coalition Government, Insulindian Mission Command. Name after name, and none of them is familiar. They seem real, but something is wrong. You feel like a kid looking at stickers on the fridge. Trevant, the Apricot Company, World Games 34.
You say
Can
apricot?
almost- I did say apricot.
All right, cool.
What?
No, I just expected you to say apricot, and I just forget that's one of those tomato words. People
Good.
actually are out here saying apricot.
Well, I'm just sort of like bumbling through it.
Okay, we'll continue.
You can almost see your hand reaching out for them. Scratch at the corner. See if the most important of all the thoughts, the one you truly must complete. That feels like
This is like-
you need to do the oh, we need a new slot. Oh, which means we need to
Spend
Damn.
one. That's
We need
why I
spend-
wanted
we
us to
need-
come
we need
here
spend
first. I
both
remembered.
to internalize this,
Oh, dick.
which means we need to wait till level up. Unless you want to, I guess it's no big loss if we don't have a spare point.
Isn't this one? Read the solution, or can I read the solution?
You can't read the solution until you internalize.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, this feels like the most important of all the thoughts, the one you truly must complete. This seems like this is like plot relevant. Like we actually gotta do this. Like let's say in game we've said no to all the thoughts so far. I think this might be one that we actually have to do.
I
Does
think
that sound correct or no?
if I recall correctly, this one helps with one of Joyce's white checks. Like, you know, it increases the chance of succeeding at that dramatically. I forget though. I forget if that's
I'm
what
looking it up.
actually does.
I'm looking it up. Huh. You know, this wiki is really not helpful in the slightest. Hmm. Give me 1 second.
Oh, we still haven't internalized communism.
Okay, yeah, so people are saying it also gives you a huge bonus to that one conceptualization skill check in particular with Joyce. And then also,
We still haven't
What are-
internalized communism though.
right, what are bubbles?
Bubbles? I have no idea.
No, it says, jamais vu, you get +1 XP for every bubble click. What do you mean, bubble?
Oh, I think that's you remember the little dots you click on, they come up with some flavor text in the environment?
Oh, yeah, yes. Okay, so they're the things while you're walking around. They're the little overworld stuff.
So do you think it's better to get jamais vu now?
Right, so everybody is saying if you're still relatively in the early game, yes, get it. It pays for itself.
Okay.
You get -1 to encyclopedia, but you also get +1 XP for every single bubble click. And the guy, somebody says, ask yourself if you're going to click at least 201
I'm
bubbles.
internalizing.
Unless you're pretty late in the game, you probably are. Okay,
I'm
great.
internalizing.
Excellent. So we've
Okay.
solved that one. Figured it out.
So we have
We
no
still have a
points to
skill
level
point.
up.
Yeah, we
No,
do.
we
Wait,
don't.
hang on. Check it.
Oh, wait, when? What? Why? Oh, does it not cost a skill point to internalize jamais vu?
Based. Okay, then we should keep this one banked.
Okay.
Maybe it costs a skill point to replace a thought with another one, but it doesn't cost one to put one in an empty slot.
Maybe.
Terminal
so we
B
got-
to smuggle
so
raw
we got
ingredients
the,
of drugs.
We got the jam mystery. We got Joyce's info on the lynching. But we need to find our badge for that. Find the working class husband.
Didn't we already do that?
No, not
Yeah,
yet.
We found the guy and then told the woman where he was, and she was like, "That's stupid. I don't
No,
care."
That's not him.
Oh,
But no, because you can tell that wasn't this because we got it today. Like not today streaming, but today in game.
yeah.
Like this is she admitted that her husband is missing, right?
Yeah,
That was
because we
after-
found some random guy, and then she said, "Okay, you must be serious about this finding my husband thing. I'll give you some actual information now."
Okay, so
Yeah.
I forget if the water lock. Hold on, where's the?
We still need to find some smokes and smoke them.
Did we check out the water lock yet?
The water lock.
I don't see it in our list. Let's go check out the water lock because that should be. Yeah, let's go to the water lock.
All right, works for me. What was the name of that girl we were talking to? The skull.
Hold on.
See, bubbles.
Oh, but that doesn't count until we internalize them. Until
Oh.
we internalize the thought.
Well, then don't click any bubbles.
Oh, okay. But they might be
Leave them all
important.
to be clicked later.
You hear the distant squall of seabirds. Let's hit up that water lock. Oh, or we can talk to these guys. Want to talk to these guys?
Oh, who are these guys?
Just some old fucks. Want to talk to old men about politics?
Yeah, why not? Let's fucking do it.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
Honey, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
You're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Wow. What a way to tell somebody they're like an invalid. Jesus.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're
We're
old.
dressed
I
like
can
this guy.
see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Shouldn't I
This
ask
is gonna
what-
go poorly.
Shouldn't I ask what game it is first?
No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
This is my favorite thing about our character's inner voice.
We
the,
get
the,
a bonus if we just do this first instead of
the
observing
completely unearned and unwarranted confidence.
them. Should we observe them and lose that bonus, or just do this?
Nope, 92%. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Space Jam time, baby. Fuck yeah.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter. You'll make it work.
Oh
God,
boy.
this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline that precedes every
This is
time
insane.
as frozen.
Toki wo
Electrochemistry.
tamare.
Feel the ball.
The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it. Probably a sponsored ball. Yours will only
Bumps of
become
learning and
bumps
scars of
learning
victory.
And scars of victory. Already, your muscles are adjusting to the weight. The nervous system until
I
you
love this
and the
game,
ball
Chris.
have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
The man ball. This is so good.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair.
This is like
as
the
you
best
stand,
writing in any game I've
feet
ever
firmly
seen.
planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is
The union of man and ball. Like, I've played games with good writing before, right? Where, like, the characters are engaging and I like the story. But I've never played a game where, like, every single little line of dialogue is either, like, funny or clever or just, like, feels good the way it's written. Like, the writing is so good. I can't believe it.
There is time for a last glance inward. Who am I?
An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency. Some would still say you're a god, but I guess we're beyond that now.
The inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet.
Be the bullet. Is that what you were supposed to do?
Bordel de merde!
I think you just threw their ball into the ocean.
It wasn't mid. The shot was at least 23 meters. Probably 24.
That's not really the
Nailed it.
issue here, visual
French was
calculus.
Be embarrassed about.
What the hell is your problem?
Not a weak right triceps, that's for sure.
I don't
Hell
care
yeah.
if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
I'm sensing
anger.
and I don't understand why.
You
We're
vandalized
Spock
our
now.
game, son. We can't play petanque with 5 bull.
Oh,
I thought it was
pétanque,
shot put.
I understand.
No, no you don't. Our petanque game is ruined. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Okay, I will try to fix this.
Shit, man.
Good. Mistakes are forgiven, but men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now why did you approach us?
Just talk. It'll smooth things over. Old people like attention.
René, I found your guard booth.
Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the night. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old
Man needs to put food on the
Don't
table.
sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
You must have seen something on the night of your murder. Your booth looks right into the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Why are you on a leave?
It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
Excuse me.
Officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
Hey, you know what? With all due respect, and by that I mean with no due respect, I'm the fucking police officer, and I think I will decide what is to do with the investigation.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business.
I am.
It's nothing. Just go to cut back
Oh
on
no.
coffee.
I was drinking coffee right as he said that.
So who was working your shift that night?
No one. The boss has been unmanned since last
Damn.
Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No clues there then.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean,
Look, officers, the container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Mostly decorative.
the possibility
What the fuck?
of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this
Whoa.
job for René because he knows
Sweet
the Royal
Jesus.
Carabinier's pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Huh. I want to proudly hold out the tear bag, but I'm not sure.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with tear collecting. It's my side thing too.
Oh, I didn't mean to imply there's something wrong with that. I do it too. Everyone does it. It's an excellent side thing.
Yeah,
You know what's crazy?
Because this place is just destitute.
Right. You know what's crazy? So this thing, tear, this is going around and picking up like trash and bottles and things and then turning them in for a few cents, correct?
Yep.
We did that before?
Mhm.
That was a whole like cottage industry in California where I used to live. Because you know, they have the CA bottle tax thing where you pay 5 cents extra every time you buy a bottle. And then if you go and you turn back in that bottle or your can or whatever, you get that 5 cents back. So it's supposed to encourage people to recycle. The thing is, though, if you can manage to loosen somebody else from all of their recyclables, like if you have a friend and you're like, hey man, I noticed you're not recycling at your house. You just throw it all in the trash can. Can I go through your trash and have all your recyclables? Because then that's just free 5 cents for me. And the person would be like, yeah, I guess. You really want to dig through my trash? So you would have homeless people riding up the street on bicycles, like in the middle of the morning, like right before the truck comes to like empty all the recycling cans. So you have homeless people with like big bags around themselves, like big bags on their shoulders, like big tote bags, and they're just like riding up to your recycling can in the morning, opening up the lid, poking through it, grabbing the good shit, closing it again, and then riding on to the next one. And you would see this happen like with such regular frequency. It's like, man, you really go around collecting somebody else's bottles, you make a day of it, you can get a good like $20 out of that if you bring enough in. Like, so
Yeah,
anyways,
at my house
the
we separate
community,
at my house we separate the cans and the bottles from the rest of the recyclables. We crush the cans and we put the cans and bottles in bags and later we'll just take up like whole bags of like cans and bottles up to the place to cash them in.
right, that's what you should be doing. That's like economically perfect. That's a wonderful closed loop system you've got there. You're not throwing away 5 cents every time you buy a bottle. But in Palm Desert, California, the economic disparity was such that like you'd be walking down El Paseo and there's like jewelry stores and fucking Starbucks, and this is wonderful, like, it's where the rich people go to shop. It's like this one street that's really nice, and it's got all these giant glass stores. It's got an Apple store. Anyway, the point is, you'll see like homeless people like sleeping on the sidewalk like one street over. The economic disparity is such that like these two situations exist right next to each other. So you just see like homeless people on bikes with big bags going around everywhere, and it's like, wow, that's his job. That's his whole hustle. Like, that's what allows him to get by. So that was the economic situation there, and it's the same one in Revachol. Very cool.
Yes, yes, yes. Can we conclude the topic of
Can
my
we
town?
conclude the topic of recyclables now?
He is not going to become an entrepreneur.
I saw a picture in there. You were in it. Who's the girl?
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Got it. Thanks.
Yes, yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
So do you happen to know anything about the man hanged in the backyard of the Whirling Rags?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement, but this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law, so can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with cops.
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
So again,
Well,
you don't
sir,
know
let me
anything.
correct you on that one. Cop is not pejorative. Piggo, that's the pejorative one. I've been hit with that about 25 times since I came to this town.
Most of it while standing in the same spots, deciding what to wear.
Deciding whether or not to put my pants on.
So again, you don't know anything.
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man.
This guy's got a
not
cool
coward.
little outfit. He's got like a
Daily
Jotaro
business
hat
of
on.
riffraff no longer concerns me.
You know, one of those hats with the
Tis
small
true,
brim that's not
sir.
really meant to shield your eyes from the sun at all. It's just there decoratively.
Well, thank you, drama.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Don't be silly, just asked if you know what created it so he could tell us it was a shell.
Do you know what created it?
I do. Fire from heavy artillery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire, but why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because
there was a fucking war, you dipshit.
Country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain
This guy's like the
cannon
opposite
simply
of
weren't big
Measurehead.
enough.
He's like the inverse opposite.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Maybe he is the shadow cast by this man.
Why shell them here in Martinez?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
The
Okay,
beachhead?
let me rephrase.
Yes.
Like,
The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
this guy talks with such confidence and such conviction in his assumptions about the world. And also in like, they did this. If we'd done this, it would have been fine. But alas. He's like Measurehead, but he has a different ideological outlook.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations.
Yo, this dude got Alzheimer's.
Well, don't just say the quiet part out loud. Don't make him feel bad. Continue. Your only
Suggestions,
dialogue option is,
suggestions.
so you've got Alzheimer's.
Suggestion just telling us, yo, this dude old and his brain don't work good.
Suggestion leans in and he goes, I
Now,
think this guy is
use
one
one of
bool
his
short of a
football
parakeet
during
kid.
Operation
Whatever it's
Death
called.
Blow in '08. The other two are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Operation Death Blow. Badass.
Death blow. Sounds grim.
This here is Blood Ground, where Coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
This guy's one
Blood
bool
ground.
short of a pétanque
You
board,
got
if you know what I'm
already
saying.
going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Hold on. The Coalition?
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil.
Ah, that explains all the war damage.
Damn right.
Oh, yeah, well,
They
that
let the
would,
fire
wouldn't
of
it?
hell on the city before they stormed it.
Damn right,
It
son.
worked too. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Oh boy.
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Oh boy.
So we got, that's how it should be. Soft socialists paving the way for the hard working class to take over. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess and now they rule us. This coalition seems quite capable, actually. Commies just don't understand how money works. Or nothing, I don't think I just do.
God, 2 and 5 are so attractive. 2 would be funny as just like, he'll be like, I'm a son, you think like me, you know, like, that'll be the one that he'll like. Number 5, he will not understand us and just think we're weird. But either one will be an entertaining
he gets pissed
response.
no matter what you choose, I'm not sure. These are all terrible options.
No, let's do number 2, like, tell him what he wants to hear.
I'm sorry it had to be them.
Yeah, see, he got it.
Fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains.
Boiling cats for food.
I would
Drinking
have preferred
piss in the
to see
mountains.
Right Honorable King Guillaume return to Revachol. Or even if that damn clan Frisell had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not.
This guy is from a time when there were still kings.
Yo, if a dead king rises from his grave and takes over, it's like, wouldn't you follow him?
Yeah,
It's
I mean, like,
badass.
you follow a man because he's great, because he is capable of things you thought not possible. If this guy knows how to fucking rise from the grave, I can't see why you wouldn't follow him.
This
You know, that's the greatest military mind of our generation. He can defeat death.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
I bet this guy hates disco.
Oh, no doubt.
This is
No
just what the
doubt,
boys
son.
wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
So who is this Frisell? He sounds cool.
Damn Frisell. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown.
Weird that they have the thing, the old military, the Carabineers, is named after the carabiner, which is a piece of climbing equipment. It's like the thing you use to hook onto your rope. We used it in rafting to keep our water bottles adhered to the raft.
Are you sure the carabiner isn't named after the military or whatever?
Well, you know, it's just that this game likes to take real life words and like sort of twist them and do something else with them. And the only thing I know carabiner to mean in real life is this.
No,
Oh my
I know-
god,
I
I'm
know what
wrong.
you're talking about.
They're spelling it differently, but a carabinier is in principle a soldier armed with a carbine. A carabiniere, musket, or rifle. They were first introduced in the late 17th century. Okay, there you go. The word is derived from the identical French word carabiniere. So what does that mean? Alternative spelling of carabiner. Okay, then what is the thing I'm thinking of? How is that spelled? Yeah, carabiner, a coupling link with a safety closure used by rock climbers. Okay, so the word does come from 17th century French soldiers, but they use the same spelling for the carabiner thing I'm familiar with, so I don't know. The game is right and I am wrong, again.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
You mentioned Guillaume?
A true king in both blood and mind. Led Revachol before Fricelle. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him, and he doesn't want to admit it.
What exactly is a suzerain?
The suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Damn, if only we hadn't thrown the bull in the sea.
Unfortunate. But I mean, it seemed at the moment like the right thing to do. I thought we were going to do some measurehead shit and we were just going to succeed on our first try, impressing everyone.
Alright, thank you for your time. What do you got?
I have really helped.
He's got a sandwich.
A
This
sandwich.
is divine.
God, I want a sandwich.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat arse of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
Jesus, Renee, you're a terrible friend.
It's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
He ate it
Hello,
on the
officer.
character
How
thing
may
at
I
the
be
same
of
time as he did in
assistance
real
on
life.
this fine day?
That's just the animation looping at the right time. They didn't mean for that to happen.
Looks delicious. Can I have a bite of that?
I'm
Don't say
sorry,
that.
officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
The only one you have.
The sandwich looks like a culinary wonder. Well made and abundant in components. The author sure knew their craft. In addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of a tomato peeking from below.
Well, thanks, perception.
Is that mayonnaise?
Don't be a dick, Gaston. There's plenty for everyone. That's funny, but I don't want to say it.
Okay, I'm not that hungry anyway. Although... Please,
I don't
man, can I
know.
just have a bite?
Believe me,
Oh.
officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my
I'm gonna
head,
use
you
that
need
line
to pay
later.
attention to these things.
Sorry, bro. I need to eat all of it to keep my blood sugar stable.
The sweet smell of pickles in harmony with garlic butter and marinated onions emanating from the sandwich is driving your mind in a singular direction.
You're not hearing me, man. I need the sandwich.
Well, now
When
it's
is
too
Kim
late
gonna
to.
intervene?
Well, now it's too late to back out.
When is Kim gonna intervene?
Please, friend, let's just share it.
Fuck off!
No.
It's mine!
Come on.
Well, it was that, or you're not hearing me. I need the sandwich.
God
Those were
damn
the
it.
options, Zach.
I know, and they're both bad.
We pushed ourselves into this corner. Oh, hey, it's
I
raining.
wanted to say nothing.
Oh,
I
hey, it's
wanted to
raining.
get
Look
out
at
of
the
here.
look at the ground.
Oh yeah, I was watching our friend Renee throw the bull. Even though he says he doesn't have any bulls anymore, every once in a while his character will throw another bull into the pit and knock the other ones around. But yeah, I was noticing the rain right there. You see? I was noticing the rain
And it
because I was
comes
looking at
and
the
it comes
ground
to
next
rest
to the bulls.
here, erasing the bull that was already there.
Yeah, it just merges into the spot of where one's supposed to be.
So he can just throw them forever.
Infinite bulls. Why don't you fucking say, hey man, I know you got infinite bulls in your pocket. Why do you need me to go find you a new one? Just merges into the
Sorry,
one that was already
officer.
sitting there.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share it.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his deer sandwich and he gets claws? You're a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
This is a check. Convince Gaston to relinquish his sandwich.
Legendary.
You mentioned Jean-Marie Beaulieu? Who is that?
Oh, sweet Jenny. She was the finest woman in all of Revachol. Maybe the entire world.
Additionally, didn't he say he only had 5 bulls?
Yeah, and he said he needed 6 to play.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, and then he's got infinite in his back pocket, so. He said we ruined the set because now he has 5 instead of 6.
Oh, well, actually, if he had one more, that would make 12. But, well, not counting the one that he's throwing infinitely.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess it's 6 per player. I don't know.
Do not defile her memory, Gaston. Let her rest in peace.
His tone lacks its usual intensity, like he doesn't feel he has the right to speak on the matter.
So you both know her?
We knew her, all right. Lived on the same street our entire lives, just 2 houses apart. The 3 of us have been best friends since we were 4. She was René's first girl back when the prick was 16. They were courting till he decided he'd rather die for some great ideal
Oh,
than
jeez, he's
just be
really...
happy.
And then you stole her from me.
Jeez.
Easy, fellows. No need for this to get ugly.
Oh, officer. It already got ugly nearly 80 years ago when the 3 of us were just learning
How
to walk and
long?
talk.
How long do people live in this universe?
Okay, well, they knew each other since they were 4, so they're like 84.
Okay, cool.
You stole her from me.
Well, technically, you stole her from me, because we'd been pretty close ever since you two had that falling out over the ink you spilled over her pretty yellow dress.
Oh man, I did that to a girl once when I was in 9th grade in high school. I was sitting behind this girl, Katie, who I sort of knew. She was like Asian. She was into anime and J-pop and stuff. And we had spoken like maybe twice ever. She was just sitting in front of me in my English class. We're not friends yet at this point in this story. And so I'm fucking with a pen that I can't get to write. Like, I can't get the pen to release ink onto the paper. So I've taken it apart, and I can see that the inside, like, has ink in it still. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why won't it? And I'm just using the ink thing by itself. And I don't even remember how. I think I tried to blow into the end of it to, like, push ink out.
Oh, no.
And I don't remember what I did exactly. But then suddenly... And, like, all over the back of Katie in front of me and all over my shirt is just, like, black ink. And she turns around very slowly, like, what the fuck was that? But she was way nicer than that. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. So then, like, cut to both of us standing by the water fountain, like, wearing spare gym shirts, trying to fucking wash ink off of our clothes. And it's like in a movie. I'm like... Yeah, so I'm Zach, she's like, I'm Katie, and we become friends.
This sounds like a rom-com, honestly.
No, it literally was. It literally was. That was how we became friends. I fucking exploded a pen on the both of us. And, you know, you go through a shared hardship with somebody, strengthens the friendship. Like, you know when you're going camping, and you've got to hike, like, a fucking mile into the campsite, carrying all the shit, and you're like, oh my god, I hate this, I want to die. But then you get there, and it's like, well, you all went through that together, so now your bond is stronger. Now you'll have a great camping trip.
I mean, that's
Anyways.
that's if the shared hardship doesn't tear you apart, like it did with Renee and Johnny, apparently.
That's true. But wouldn't you say that, like,
boys, then.
they're still very close?
Different.
You know, like...
You. No point starting this all over again. For the 1000th and the first time.
Yeah, if they've argued about this
Especially
1,000
when
times and they're still friends.
Officer,
This is Gaston. I mean, like they broke up because Jean broke up with him because of the ink he spilled on her dress.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm getting from this.
Well, it seems like they had, like, when they were childhood friends, it was like a love triangle, and then Gaston pulled ahead since Renee ruined her dress with ink. So it's like, at that point, she was mine, and then you stole her from me, you know?
So what
I don't know
happened
when
to
that
her?
happened.
She died of pneumonia 2 winters ago. It was a quiet passage, peaceful. Renee and I were both by her bedside when she...
Died. No use sugarcoating it. Won't bring her back. Will it now?
Jesus, man.
departed. Until the very hand she couldn't decide between us. The most indecisive woman I've ever met.
Why do you think she was indecisive?
She could never make up her mind about anything. What to have for breakfast, favorite color, or which one of us to marry. She was always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually get married.
That's
It's a bit odd.
Heck, technically, we're both still engaged to her.
What?
Huh. What the hell?
You
This is
always
nuts.
confused her. Couldn't let us be happy. Seduced her with your fancy words and pastries.
Hey man, pastries are good. I could go for a good pastry. He suddenly remembers you are still there, falls silent, and turns away. Thanks for sharing.
Of course, officer. Memories are all we have left.
Dreams and memories.
What do you know about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Really? Nothing?
Come on.
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
I mean, I kind of shot-putted your friend's bowl into the ocean, but
Yeah, Ed Kibb hasn't spoken a word yet, so
have
how are you
plenty
judging
of
that he's a
soldiers
good guy?
lost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
sounds like you're holding something back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Yeah, so these two guys hate each other, but they also hang out every day and eat sandwiches and play pool. I think this is the strongest friendship in the universe, actually.
I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
All right, how do you know Everard?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human
brothers?
studies
Who's the other one?
and history in the gymnasium.
I forget what his name is, but he's got a twin brother, looks just like him. That's how they game the system with the when one brother's tenure is up, the other one takes over.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Edgar.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Pause for 1 second.
What's that?
So check this out. Do we ever meet Everett's brother? Just realized at the end of the game that I never met Edgar, Everett's twin brother. Is he actually someone we meet and I just missed him on my playthrough? And then check this out. As far as I know, pretty much all we know about him is that he looks and acts the same as Everard, except for his eye, and that the two always replace one another as the leader of the Union. That, along with the fact that he's away, leads me to believe they are one and the same person, invented by Everard to make his lifetime position more palatable to the workers.
Damn.
And then another interpretation you're told that Edgar looks exactly the same, except that he has a lazy eye. And if I remember correctly, when you first meet Everard, you can notice that he actually has a lazy eye. Thus, him actually being Edgar, the
Yeah, it's
smarter
part
brother.
of his character portrait.
Yeah, so it's possible that the whole time it's Edgar lying about being Everard. That's crazy. Alright, cool.
Alright.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Are you a union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Everard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
So you're not an actual member.
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Everard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and Renee's eyes.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Vezavane. Turns the way the wind blows and tries to look important.
These guys have some great, like, Abbott and Costello odd couple energy.
Them is better than living your entire life
Like
with a
Bert and
friends.
Ernie.
Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
Like, that's the core of their character, is that this guy is, like, resolute, standing in the one spot he's always been standing in. I'm committed. I know who I am. And the other guy is criticizing him for not being that. But he's, like, much happier in life because he goes with the flow.
So what are the little things you do for Everard?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs
the only one who
something
smiles.
written, and I happen to have a way
definitely
with
Ernie.
words, people say.
What kinds of things do you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Everard and I had these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Thanks, that's all for
Jeez.
now.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals.
Consummate
Have the schedule
professionals.
up in no time.
Alright, well we're not going to pass this check, so let's
Nope.
just take off.
Bye for now.
Is that something I can pick up, or... I don't know. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. I just saw something now. Oh, there it is. Spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air.
You are the angriest man I know, Renee. Maybe you've heard of some other famous acquaintances like Jekyll and Hyde, Bonnie and Clyde, Lincoln and John Wilkes
Enormous
Booth,
bulls worthy of a real man.
Courtney and Kurt, Ernie and Bert, Superman and Lex Luthor, or maybe Butch and Sundance, Abbott and Costello, Mutt and Jeff, Bill Cosby and Jello, Scary Baby Ginger, Posh and Sporty, Alibaba and his 40 thieves, me and the snowman, snowman and me.
Butter sign down!
Butter sign down!
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted.
What is Samaran butter?
Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it.
Thank you. 58 roughly even. What is this?
Do we
Visual
have anything that
calculus?
could boost that?
I don't know. Hold on. Let's look at... Oh, we gotta back out, actually. Before
Yeah, we gotta leave the dialogue to check out the inventory.
Visual
calc.
Visual calc. Are we losing anything on visual calc? No.
No, these don't change anything.
No,
What
I don't
about
think
what
we
we're
have any
wearing?
visual calc.
No, yeah, you're right. We don't. Damn, I really thought we had some piece of equipment that would modify it this
Alright,
way
well,
or that.
better than a coin flip, so let's try it.
Slightly better than the
billboard
coin flip. Let's
reading,
go.
Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Judging by the
We did
size
it.
of the canal and the parallel
Oh my
lines
God.
of burnt rubber, the cause was probably a motor vehicle.
Holy shit!
Let's look at the crater.
Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was traveling up the crater at 35 kilometers an hour.
Whoa.
Look at the roof of the shack.
This is so cool.
The black marks on the roof indicate that the vehicle vaulted from the crater to the roof of the shack.
Look at the sloping metal roof panel.
The panel served as a takeoff ramp.
So
Broken
this guy was like
posts.
trying to jump the harbor, and instead he just crashed into the billboard.
Broken posts.
The vehicle soared through the air, hitting the billboard and upsetting the posts. Then it continued its flight, taking the billboard with it.
What about the sign?
The sign broke the vehicle's fall into the canal.
But it's
The
not sitting there
Samurai Butter
now.
billboard still looks freshly painted, suggesting it took the plunge recently,
How recently?
within the past 72 hours.
Past 72 hours. That's like what, 3 days?
Yeah,
6 days? I don't know.
3. You got it right the first time.
Look at the opposite bank.
Still speeding, the vehicle made a loop and vanished into the fog along the coast.
So it actually made that jump.
What was the
Well,
model
how
of
could
this
it? The
Phantom?
railing is still up.
There are two good candidates, the Caprice 40 and the Linear
The
G22.
Capri 40.
It's about the right size, and the tire marks look like they came from the skinny tires
Doesn't
frequently found
Kim
on
drive
that
a
motor
Capri
carriage.
40?
I don't know. Let me figure that out.
No, he
Get
drives,
the,
a,
hit
he
the
drives a
other one.
Kanema, but it is a Capri.
Yeah, Yeah, Capri 40.
Why the...
Oh, no, he drives a Capri Kanema, is the Capri Motor Corps' follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Capri 40. So
Why-
Kanema is actually the new model.
Why the Linnea G22?
Very sturdy but light motor carriage. More likely than most to survive that jump.
So what now?
You'd have to follow the tracks to be sure.
Let's leave.
The
I
lieutenant
can't
looks
believe,
on,
imagine if we
waiting
didn't,
for you to wrap up your analysis.
imagine if we didn't make that visual calculus check. Like, that awesome thing wouldn't have been seen by us, you know? This game has so much, like, you actually gotta work to see the cool
Missable
content, you know?
content.
You could be missing stuff. Makes the world feel more alive. Oh, you gotta talk to Kim. Talk to Kim.
Waterlock out of order until Wednesday, 7:15 a.m.
Kim's got a dialogue bubble over his character portrait. Oh, yes, thank you.
Any theories about what happened here?
Some top
Some
shelf
top
shenanigans.
shelf
I want to
shenanigans.
meet the driver and shake
And
his hand.
shake his hand.
What kind of car do you think it was?
Well, hang on. The only reason that we think it's the Linnea is because we think maybe that's a sturdy car that could survive the jump. But the tire tracks look like Capri 40.
I think it's a Capri 40.
That's quite likely, from what I can tell.
Yeah, I have no idea. Who could it have been?
We're not traffic cops. Should we get back to the murder?
Ooh, conceptualization.
We should bring this driver to justice. Hold on, what is this? Ooh,
58.
58%.
Jacob Iru. Wait, is there anything we can get better on this? Do we have
can't-
any equipment?
No. We would have to leave the dialogue, and we wouldn't be able to do the check at all.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, let's give it a shot. Come on, baby.
Somewhere in the depths of your alcohol-addled soul, you find a few threads that you can weave into a story.
We are doing so good on these 50-50 checks.
This could have only been Jacob Ir.
The tip-top tourney champion?
After the untimely
After
death
the
of
untimely
dear friend
death.
and fellow racer Alfie Delatraz and at Fjordhammer, Jacob Ir was desperately chasing death on the racetrack, but death eluded him.
The lieutenant patiently listens to the words coming from your mouth.
After quitting in frustration, he became a recluse, a ghost driver, searching for death on the streets of Revachol, speeding.
Jumping canals at night? If I was Jacob Earl, I wouldn't drive in Martinez. The roads are awful.
'Cause I'm a phantom racer. Over and
Authorities
over
like,
again.
authorities like, yeah, no, he's gotcha.
In conclusion,
Justice
it's
in a
awful
steel
terrible that I
machine
don't
of
believe Jacob
death.
Earth did this.
Phantom
Should we go?
racer.
No, we need to find this Jacob Ur before tragedy strikes. Let's take the test.
God damn it.
The
If we
task.
must.
Take the test?
We must
No.
find the phantom racer.
Alright. If we must.
I'm not expecting him to get far with this, the lieutenant consoles himself.
Let's talk to this guy. He probably knows what's going on with the water lock.
G'day to you, officers.
What a handsome man. Look at that character portrait.
Yeah.
James Dean looking dude.
Yeah, I mean, look at him. James Dean, if James Dean had lived long enough to be sort of chiseled and rugged and old.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes
That's
are
not a
fixed
knife.
on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
First things first, what are you doing here, man, on the water lock?
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
Excellent.
This guy's watching his friend eat his salami.
He's like, when I get back to the other side of this canal, oh, I swear to God.
You're gonna find out why they call me Billy the Butcher. Or
Barry the Butcher.
Fuck,
Barry the Chopper.
Damn. Damn.
From the corner of
Damn.
your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
Do you know what caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
Chris,
The
let me
words,
fucking ask you something.
Daredevil driver sound ominous to you.
What do you got?
What do you think are the chances that we did this?
High.
Okay, cool. Because, you know, fucking Kim hints to us like, yeah, your car, something bad happens to it, but we don't know what. You know, like, we don't have a car, but Kim does. What did we do with our car? Was this us? This seems like something we would do.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Hey, can I have some of that salami?
You're just going around trying to squeeze everybody in town for a bite of food. Just the tiniest morsel.
Sure thing.
It
Oh.
is salty, it is savory, it is chewy. The hangover only makes the salami more tasty.
Excuse me, are we still hungover from the day before yesterday?
Listen, man.
We didn't drink at all yesterday.
We drank a lot before this.
Okay, alright.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Aw, look at us, just three homies just standing here by the water lock.
Eating
Chowing
somebody
down on
else's-
some salami.
eating somebody else's salami.
Wait, I really want the narrator to say, Barry looks more angry than before. Like, I don't know, cut back to Barry. It seems that Barry the Butcher's sadness has deepened upon seeing 2 additional people eating his salami.
Do you know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Right then, bye. Oh, hold on, what's this? Oh, is that highlighting, I didn't know you could, use the right mouse. In addition to, what was it? Alt? No. I guess it was just the right mouse.
couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Let's do it.
You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens.
Push it
Yeah,
harder.
I mean, why would it?
Nothing happens. A cold gust of wind blowing in from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation.
All right.
A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Pull the lever again.
So Barry the Chopper is going to be fucking standing over there until Wednesday.
You hear a soft nothing happens.
There's really no other way.
There saying,
Sorry, what were you asking? Ooh, plastic tear.
Is there really no other way across the water? Like, Barry's really got to stay over there until Wednesday?
Yeah, looks like that's the only way across.
But, like, excuse me. There's got to be some way around. There's got to be some other... Like, Barry's really just got to stand there waiting until Wednesday? This universe doesn't make any sense.
What else do we got? Reality lowdown, waterlock on Wednesday, traffic hooligan, lost bull. We can replace the lost bull. I think I know where we can find something.
Well, we got to go into the harbor.
Wait, what? Why can't I open this? Oh, did we not actually go in there, or did we not open the door out?
We went in here for sure. This is the bookstore, yeah?
Yeah, we went in there. And
We
got
didn't. We didn't manage to do everything in the bookstore because the lady started getting mad at us. I think she saw us fiddling with the door. We might have failed the check.
I think we got back here though. No, I think we got back and we put the corpse in the ooh, that was rough.
That was some pop in. Jesus.
Yeah, we got in here, we put the corpse in the fridge, and then Kim took it away.
Oh. No, yeah, we did do this. I forgot this is where the fridge was, too.
But there was supposed to be a back door that we should have opened but didn't. But that's not why we're in here. Shot put ball.
Oh, okay. Is that easy? Alright, don't look a gift horse at the balls.
And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Fair point.
Flashlights
yes, totally
go
on.
in hand?
Yes,
If you want to.
You might even call it a feature of the universe that you need to hold tools to use them.
That makes so much sense.
Right. Now let's get to it.
That's weird that he only mentions that now. Because we've been through here before. Tools.
Did I send you that Disco Elysium comic? Where it's
Hallways
Harry
blocked by
standing
old
there.
window panes and debris.
It's Harry standing there, and he's standing next to Kim, and he's thinking, Kim's so cool and so wonderful. I love him. I'm glad he's my partner.
looks like
And then
someone
Kim's
tried
thought bubble
to
says, I'm so cool.
reconceptualize their business here. Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same slipstream.
Oh yeah, we
logo.
saw some of this, but
It
like we had
seems
to
likely
speed past
that they
it
started
because
out
we had to
making
reload
one,
because of the bug.
failed to turn a profit.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
Pivoted to producing the other.
That was during the
Question
stream
is-
where I was like asleep and not paying attention. I didn't understand what was happening. So I was like, wait, we were in some sort of hallway and you needed to go somewhere. Why aren't we there still? And you were like, no, I already did that. I'm like, wait, but that's where the bug happened. Why didn't we go back? I didn't get that like we'd already done the thing. We'd already gone to the next area.
The question is, which did they start with and which did they pivot to?
That's a good question.
What a strange leap of imagination, and yet they still failed. How sad.
Reality is ruthless.
Okay. Let's, where are the clothes they used to display? Hold on. There's probably something to pick up. No, I think we got all the coinage from here. What's this?
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This must be where the entity lives. Not an odd thing to do. Nothing
Yeah,
happens.
remember we said we were going to investigate the doomed commercial area for Plaisance, the bookseller, who is this paranormal conspiracy nut or whatever.
Yeah.
Still nothing. No one's home. Those curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist
Ouch.
hurts now.
Well, damn.
Jesus.
If this is really an entrance to the chimney, then there must be a furnace somewhere as well. Maybe there's another way to get in.
Can you please try to refrain from attacking random things?
This is not random. This is significant. I want to see what's on the other side.
Why do you think there's something on the
Kim,
other
this
side,
is the one
necessarily?
thing that's in front of us. Am I supposed to not attack it?
In any case, there's no way we can get in right now. Let's investigate further.
Okay. Oh, what's this? Floorboards creak. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Can I get those shoes? Or are they not my size?
If only. I would love to get some new shoes.
Postcard, La Delta 51. There we go. Yeah, you can kind of use the arrow keys to move around. You don't have to click everywhere.
Oh, really? You can use the fucking arrow keys to navigate the environment?
Yeah. That's what I was
God
doing.
damn
I
it.
wanted to hold. I was holding down the right mouse to like sort of illuminate things, so I'd have like kind of a path to follow.
Right. That's cool, though. I didn't think you could arrow keys around. That's dope.
You hold shift to run rather than double clicking.
Yo, this game's amazing. Fucking...
Ice cream maker, defrosted and unplugged. What's this?
Can we just do that from now on? That feels like a much faster and better way to get around.
Flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here.
Uh-huh. No, it's over there. It's sort of underneath the thing. Yeah.
2 rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look
Oh.
inoperable.
How sick would it be if, since we lost our
Someone
service...
stuck busted guns beneath the ceiling.
Since we lost our service rifle, we could just walk around with an old rusty musket.
Behind the wall. It's
Our
too
service
dark
pistol,
to see
rather.
in.
Where are we?
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Look, there's a hole in the wall.
There is, yes. And there
And
also
behind
appears
that,
to be something
there's a book.
inside the hole.
And if we pull this book... The wall spins.
Okay, I do.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging
Ooh.
around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Rifles, Kim!
Are these any good?
Let's
No.
look at
Most of
course
them are
not.
rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one
Oh my God.
catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic
Please.
order than the others.
Please.
Take it. You're a police officer. Police
Yes!
officers carry guns.
Yes!
Nice.
That's a
Are
rare
you
sight.
kidding me?
Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Oh, no longer be functioning. Fuck.
Could the murder weapon we're looking for be similar?
It's the same type of weapon, yes, a breech loader. An interesting coincidence that we should find something so similar.
Damn it, I
But
thought
I'm
we were
afraid
gonna
our
just
search
walk
for
around
the
with a
real
rifle
murder
slung
weapon
over our
is
shoulder,
continuing.
but it's just going in the inventory because it's an antique. Shit.
What does this mean, a rifle here? Well, it might be worth money at the pawn shop.
Yeah.
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Alright, let's leave. Oh! Why did that pop up? Oh,
Click
never
that.
mind. I guess
That's
that,
the hole
no,
in the wall, yeah?
No, it was nothing. No, we
Oh.
already looked at that.
Yeah, the green thing. It was the hole in the wall.
So the
How do you
issue
get-
with
oh,
with using arrow keys to navigate,
No pathfinding.
sometimes you can't move. A frozen
Yeah,
ice cream
you need the
maker that's
game to
still
auto
running.
path you over there. It's still running.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top.
Guys, I don't
and an
know
electric
if you
freezer
know about
that
ice
appears to
cream,
be
the things
frozen
that I
shut.
know, but one of the main things I know about ice cream is that it's made of dairy, which goes bad. I don't think this is going to be good ice cream that comes out of here.
Let's turn it.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping.
Okay.
It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet
Oh,
or an entrepreneur. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat and sugar?
Relatable, am I right?
mm.
Let's try to crack
Open that lid.
You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is
Oh,
too
yes,
cold
the
for you
pry
to get
bar.
a good grip. A pry
Finally,
bar
we've been
comes
carrying
in
that
handy.
thing around for long enough.
If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
Alright. Let's take a look at... Alright, hold on. Yeah, right click to make that go away. It's an odd bug. Where's the pry bar? There
Are
we
we
go.
ever going to get our gun back in this game?
This orange machine is
There's an
buzzing
option.
like an old
Ooh,
submarine.
pry bar
It
not
has
strong
a
enough, minus
hand-cranked
20.
ice cream churner on top.
What?
And an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Yeah, no chance.
Why is what? God damn it! We got cucked into carrying that pry bar around for no reason.
Well,
It's
no,
not
the
going to
pry
come in
bar
handy.
the pry bar also lets us open containers. Just not
Mm.
this one. Money and Nosafed.
Fuck yeah!
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Oh well, there you go. Unplug the
Something
black cable.
close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you
Okay,
do
now
that?
that's definitely going to go back. Definitely going to go bad.
Because it's black, the color of immeasurable cosmos.
I don't know why I
Lieutenant
unplugged it. I
raises
just do
his
things without any
brows,
reason.
But doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has one cable missing.
Why don't we plug back in the giant black cable? Because, you know, if we want to come back here with a pry bar later, we want some chance of that ice cream still being cold.
Well, no, because the reason we can't open it right now, I think unplugging it helps because you need to defrost the ice to get in it.
Oh,
we're
I
not here
see.
for
So
we're
let's-
not here
let's-
for the ice cream. There's probably something else in there.
Well, let's see if we can open it now. Does it have anything different to say? Do we
Well,
even
I
get
think-
like a
I
plus
think it-
one?
I think it takes time. I'm not sure, but either way, I put the pry bar away.
Okay. Let's give it a shot. Let's see
Whoops.
what it says.
Oh,
Maybe
there we go.
maybe it'll just say like it's beginning to defrost. You'll have
This
to come back
orange
later.
machine is dead still. It has a
Oh, there we go.
Machine
hand-cranked
unplugged,
ice
plus
cream
two,
churner
Plus
okay.
two.
and electric
Okay,
freezer.
We
but
just gotta come back with a
still
better
need a
pry bar.
stronger pry
Slowly
bar.
melting.
Yeah.
Intercom wires running into the breaker box. I think this is the back exit.
Equip a flashlight in low light areas. Jody Arias. Hey, have you heard of Jody Arias?
Nope.
Right, so Jody Arias is this lady who killed her boyfriend. And then she lied about it in court, saying that, like, he was trying to kill her. But she took, like, pictures and videos of them, like, having sex, like, right before she was gonna kill him. And then deleted all of them from her camera and said, like, nah, he wasn't over, I don't know. And then later changed his story to, like, yeah, I did kill him, but he was gonna kill me. And, you know, just none of that matches up with the evidence. This bitch is lying. So, she's a crazy woman who killed her boyfriend, shot him in the face, and then stabbed him a bunch of times after he was already dead. And I watched this long true crime video about this bitch. And I get to the very end, into the trial where she keeps trying to peddle her false story, and the prosecutor keeps, like, just dismantling it in front of her, showing everyone it makes no sense. Gets to the end of the story, she loses the case, obviously, because she did it, and goes to prison. And then it fucking says the craziest thing I ever could have possibly heard at the end of a true crime video. It says, Jody Arias is currently imprisoned at the Arizona State Corrections Facility in Perryville. She will be there for the next 30 years. I deliver pizza to that prison. The fucking state corrections facility on Perryville Road. I fucking deliver there for my job. Like, I've been to that prison. I've given pizza to the guards many a time. It was just fucking insane. This whole story, it took place in Arizona. I just didn't think, like, at the end of the story I would find out that the person is fucking imprisoned, like, not 20 miles from me. Insanity. Yeah.
There's
Small
a woman
world.
on this roof.
Yeah. Is that the woman we talked to when we first came out of our hotel room?
Could be.
I think it is.
Hold on, what's this?
Anyway, and then I mentioned
You
that
see a
to
set
people.
of tire tracks in the brown slush
hey.
that covers the plaza mosaic.
Oh,
Okay,
hey!
that's a visual calculus check. Oh, but we don't have anything to help with that.
Hang on, let me finish this story. I just remembered one extra part to
Okay.
it. I then recounted this to other people who have lived in Arizona for much longer than me, because this happened a couple years ago. The video just came out. And they were like, oh yeah, Jody Arias, I knew about that. I was reading about that, like, when it first happened. Like, everybody heard about it, everybody was following the thing. Because it was, like, this big case that had, like, national attention. But it's, like, an Arizona person. Anyway, whatever. But everybody else already knew about it. They were already familiar with her and knew that she was imprisoned here. It's crazy.
So why am I looking at this?
Cop habit. You look at everything. This
Fair
isn't
enough.
case related, you think.
What kind of vehicle drove through here?
Hard to say.
Alright. No help on either of those, so let's try to reconstruct. 58%?
Here we go.
Another
58. We've been
coin
doing
flip.
really good. We've been doing really good on these
The
50
tire tracks
50s.
were
Oh
left
my
by an
god.
unknown event that took place some days ago.
Oh
It's a
my
message
god.
written in the language of burnt rubber.
How are
Some
we
of that
so
rubber
good?
stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager. Why that pang of guilt again?
Oh no.
The hole in this fence doesn't look that huge.
The hole is not that impressive.
He was exaggerating. People blame cops for everything that goes wrong in the world. This has nothing to do with you.
You're probably right, Authority.
Oh, wait a second. Left a hole big enough for Franco-Nigerian cow. Why that pang of guilt again? This game is totally telling us we did this.
Nah, I think Authority's right here. This doesn't have to do with me.
The driver proceeded.
That's just
to
you
back up
comforting
the
yourself, trying to...
barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
Wait a minute. South? This is the point of departure of the vehicle that crashed into the Samaran Butter sign.
Oh, shit.
That's plausible. A similar reckless abandon seems to be in evidence.
How can a car even fit through that small of a hole, though?
Car drove through the fence.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city.
Somehow that makes you feel scared. You don't know why.
Oh boy.
Because there's some
Can't wait for the
crazed
reveal we
driver
did
out
this.
there. There's some maniac behind the wheel.
Oh, wow, I wonder where he could be or what he might be up to now. Gotta
Is this
bring him to
connected the
justice, Kim.
case?
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With a jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate.
You could
jam.
follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went. If you find
Well,
the time.
fortunately, we've read the last page first, and we already know what happens at the canal. So, I think we got this. Still, good to know. Good to cover our bases. Oh, right. We were... well, we're already in the abandoned commercial area, so I guess we'll we'll investigate more here before we go out and get the bull to those two guys.
I suppose so.
What's this? Wall collapse. It's inaccessible now.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Look inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear
I
chatter.
love the background
It's
art in
coming
this
from
game.
above.
It's like,
A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
this
Go
this
ahead.
thing right here with the giant boiler and the pipes, this reminds me so much of like the pre-rendered backgrounds of Final Fantasy VII. Like, so dingy and dirty, but everything has like a really good sense of like
little,
scale
huh?
to it. What'd you say?
I said a little, huh?
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? Maybe it's coming from behind those safety curtains we saw upstairs.
Good thought. Physical instrument. I think we have a shirt for physical instrument. Yeah, if we put on our Hjelmdahl shirt, we can get a bonus to physical instrument. What else do we got? Anything hurting our physical instrument? No, I think we're good.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace. coloring
72%?
it
That's
pitch
not
black.
very high.
It's better than what we've been like winning betting on so far.
Alright, let's give it a try. Hello!
Something.
Hey!
A mighty
Excellent,
bellow
dude.
echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then, you've awakened the entity.
Oh boy.
This is the police. Who's there?
That's awesome.
I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open
You hear
Okay.
a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Alright. Let's leave. Got what we needed out of this.
I
Let's
suppose
check out what's
we
going.
did.
Let's check out what's going on upstairs.
So, Okay, no, that is she talking about the same? She'll open up the security thing. Is that
Yeah,
what we were knocking on earlier?
we saw the security curtain. That's what we broke our hand on.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Just making sure we're talking about the same thing.
All right, let's see if we can't navigate through here. And we'll have to come back and check this out later, because there's a lot of shit here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nope, the junk is in the way. That's
The junk.
that's less than ideal. Through here. There we go. Up here. There it is. Ooh, it's nice in here. This tray is full of dice. Colorful polyhedral dice. Hundreds of them.
Oh, we have entered the lair of a dungeon master.
The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice.
Wow.
Hello, I'm Nia.
Okay, another character for our Disco Elysium dating sim.
Novelty dice maker.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade.
Is this the same lady who just shouted down through us through the boiler?
Could be.
She's got a direct
Sounds
lead
different.
to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Here. Burping.
Hold on, what do you mean by milieus?
Yes, a Melia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Yeah, I didn't knock, lady.
You must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters
Why
is that you
are
find
you
me
asking
here.
me
Let's
about
talk
dice?
Did you have something specific in mind? I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you
No,
need.
so she really is
That's
making
why
them
you're
for
here,
D&D.
yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong.
All right, lady, listen up. I'm gonna need the standard dice that you would need to play Shadowrun.
Sure, I like role-playing games, and maybe... Oh, hold on, actually, let me read the rest of these. Because this looks like a selection thing. No, I was looking for something else. Answers.
Answers? How strange. These days people only come to me for dice and role-playing games.
I mean...
Do you have D&D
I mean, your name is
3.5 edition?
literally Novelty Dice Maker, so I don't think that's that strange.
If you don't have 3.5, I would also accept 4. But
I'm not
I would be
sure
very
how
upset
helpful
about
I'll
it.
be, but go ahead and ask.
This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
Sorry, I was taking a sip of water.
Some of my
No,
friends
that's cool,
were
man.
role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
But like role-playing games can't possibly be popular enough in this war-torn society for you to make your living off of making dice.
Yeah, this isn't really a solid business decision. You're probably better off going with the competition from a broad field rather than
Yeah,
going
it's a broad
going
field
for
because you're making
niche
something that's desirable.
rather
This is
than
desirable to only a very specific category of people. Also, I think it's very funny that Harry right now is still holding his flashlight in the broad daylight.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here.
Shut up, Inland Empire. I'm trying to solve a case.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, Detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
And you never took your eyes off your work to look out of the window.
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
That
Fair
makes
enough.
sense. You ever look out of a window at night, you can't really see.
Right, you gotta get real close and squint if you want to bypass your reflection.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
So what do you mean by the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
You know, like a man
like
being
just-
killed,
Yeah, like just
or
recently we found out that somebody drove a car through a fence. That bastard.
Oh,
We'll get him.
nobody cares.
We'll get him. Don't you worry.
we're gonna bring that maniac to justice.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately,
Oh, Kuno.
I've been seeing a lot of drunk
Will
workers
cunt.
hanging about.
Hate that kid.
Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
Thank you, drama.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I see. Thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything
We're not even
else,
gonna buy any
officer?
dice?
All right.
Oh, yeah!
I would like to order a die from you.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Hmm. I want a cursed one.
Do you have any cursed dice? Well, okay, so here's the thing, is all of these are going to cost money.
Okay, how much? I mean,
I have no idea. I'm not sure. I think I think we'll have enough. I think the first order is free.
all right. So then, what do they do for us? Do they matter in like rolling for checks or what?
They are. I think they give bonuses to very specific checks, but I don't know which ones.
Wouldn't it be amazing though if you could just buy like a 12-sided die from her and replace one of your normal 6-sided die with that? That'd be an insane game mechanic. I'm not expecting that, but it would be cool.
I'm sorry, I don't know what die I want.
How about
I mean, I want a
number
cursed
die?
one, but yeah, say Amber, a poor man's gold.
Amber, a poor man's gold?
Who told you amber was cheap? It's beautiful, really, and has been treasured since the ancient times. For 7 real, I'll craft you a 13-sided die from piece of amber with a fossilized
Okay,
insect.
7
It's
real.
perfect for those who can't seem
13-sided.
to let go of their past.
I need to think about it. I think we can see what she's got on offer first.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you have some other ideas for dice?
What about cursed dice?
What do you mean by cursed?
As cursed as my life.
Abracadabra, perished
How
like
about
this
I
world.
surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real.
Okay, so
and
it's
I'll
7
give you
real
your
for all of
cursed
these, I
die.
think.
Okay, well, you know, $7 for a die.
But let's think about
Maybe
this.
you have
Can
some
I
other
look this
ideas
up?
for dice?
Tell me about your most extraordinary die.
A star that fell from the firmament? Those cost more than 7 real. Are you sure?
No, I'm afraid it's not worth it. Sorry.
Alright, maybe some other die then.
Just a normal die for me, please. Very regular.
A normal die? I'm a novelty dice maker. I don't make normal dice.
What do you do then?
Polyhedral dice. Dice that have more than 4 sides. Octahedrons, trapezohedrons, dodecahedrons. But also barrel dice and teeter bows.
Teetotum balls.
Come on now. Be a little creative.
I'm looking for something to help me with my work.
I think I have just the right one for you.
She opens the top
Okay.
drawer of her work desk and takes something out. 2 polyhedrons, red and blue, are cradled in her palm.
Police colors.
Because I'm a police officer, right?
Not the most original, I know. But sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best. Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
Oh shit.
Okay, hang on.
Hand-eye coordination, 72%. Red check.
Hang on here, buddy. So I'm on the wiki, and I'm looking at the die. So yeah, they give you specific advantages for specific checks, but also it reopens all white checks at the moment as soon as you get one.
Okay, well, I'm in the middle of getting one, and I can't
Right,
back
and
out.
so this right here, you're either going to get the icosahedral dice set Sirens if you make the check, or you will just get the icosahedral red die with
Yeah,
failed hand-eye coordination check.
I've done this check before, Zach. I know what it gives me.
Okay, sorry. Jeez. It's just that we hit this part in the conversation right as I was reading that.
Catch the dice.
Catch it!
Mr. Smooth.
Hell
Nice.
yes.
You snatch the dice
God.
out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie.
Fucking cool.
Wink at the dice
Okay,
maker
so
or
we got
say
the sirens.
nothing. Act like you've done this 1,000 times. What's cooler? What's cooler
Say
than
nothing.
being cool?
I mean, you've already been to this zone before.
What's cooler than being cool?
Ice cold.
Alright, alright.
What are the odds? The red one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli
I'll
inlay,
tell you the odds,
and
exactly
the blue one is the
72%.
inverse. Think of them as your lucky charm, officer.
Alright.
She smiled at you. She smiled. You truly are Mr. Smooth Moves.
Hey, the dating
You
stim's going
definitely
well.
need luck in Martinez.
Hey, so we got
Is
those
there
for free.
anything else?
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that reduces the difficulty of deciphering the case files in the ledger by 2. And that's sick, because we still haven't done that.
Oh yeah, we do need to do that, don't we?
Uh-huh.
Hey, where are we anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Hey, that's
Imagine it
cool. So
can't
your
be-
business...
I imagine it can't be healthy though, living inside the chimney of a furnace.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't, It's not a classically safe and sound place to build your home, but I don't know if nobody's using it.
I gotta wonder if, like, under this headscarf she's wearing, she doesn't have any hair because of, like, illness due to like the smoke.
I'm not sure. Also, weirdly, on the wiki, it says that her name is Novelty Dice Maker, formerly named Julia.
Okay,
So,
well,
like-
don't be reading that because that's probably spoilers.
Is it? I thought I was just saying, like, in the older version of the game, they were gonna have her have a name until they just renamed her Novelty Dice Maker.
I have no idea. I have no idea what's real, what's spoilers.
I have chosen to interpret that as a funny, like, we were gonna give her a name, but we have too many named characters, so we just decided to call her Novelty Dice Maker. I don't think that's plot significant. And if it is, I'm going to work on forgetting it right now.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
What curse?
So I've heard this place is cursed. Do you know what? Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Wait, how do you explain what happened to all those companies then?
It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
The curse of entrepreneurship.
The curse is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, everyone will fail, even her.
All right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on, the whirling is part of the Dooms commercial area?
You could
I mean,
say
we could
so.
say that.
Both houses were built at the same time and under the East of the Commerce Central project.
No, the whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off and customers have trouble paying bills.
And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies.
Strange, isn't it?
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Have you ever seen the Sonic the Hedgehog OVA?
No.
There's a part where him and Metal Sonic are like, they're pressing their foreheads together and running at each other as fast as they can. And Sonic in that one is voiced by Jaleel White. And he said, or no, I'm sorry, that's not that one. It's voiced by Martin Burke. But anyway, he says to Metal Sonic, "You might think you know everything that I'm going to do, but that won't help you since I know everything you're going to do. Strange, isn't it?" Just like that. It's the worst line delivery in history. But anytime somebody says strange, isn't it? It's the only thing I could think of. Yeah, I don't know. You're the malignant entity.
I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in this so-called curse.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
Probably the only thing making it real is that people keep telling each other it is.
Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
I'm starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
Fuck yeah.
I imagine our next objective is to report back to Plaisance.
That's all she has
Tell her,
to
hey,
say
guess what? No curse. Good news.
Thorough and
Yeah, like she's gonna believe that.
We can see. Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
Oh, hey, this is a shivers check.
Ooh. We could leave and come back.
Do you know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
There used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared
Hey, speak for
of that
yourself.
word.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
I guess
I would never let anyone androgynous touch my hair.
Is that what you want to go with?
Do whatever one you want. I think it's in character for Harry. It's funny.
I guess I'm a simple man. I don't really have any opinions on hairstyles.
Me neither. I just want it off my face.
What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs.
Judging from the kid... Oh, hold on. Who was Artemitep?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's
Please
why
mention
he wanted
Kuno
to
before you
start a
conclude.
gym as his way of giving back.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work, did it?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse.
Whoa.
At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
You should have known it.
I should have known.
Go down there and get some fucking drugs in your system.
That was an amazing voice you just did there.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was
That's
few
actually one of
years
our
ago.
quests right
It's
now.
gotten
Find some
much
speed
more
and
peaceful
snort it.
around the plaza ever since.
Seriously, it's in our ledger.
What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours
Oh
a day.
boy!
What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias.
Well, that's
Who
a
would have
surprising left
guessed?
turn.
Uh-huh.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how
Cool.
to get
Very
rid
cool
of it
about the
on my
debris.
own.
So what's a snuff milieu?
It's a sub-rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Nothing
hell?
changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world.
The world is fucked.
Just like
What
ours.
does she mean to get off on it?
Oh, come on, electrochemistry.
I don't
You
want to
wanna
go down
know.
this path.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Did someone around here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
I can relate.
Amazing.
What drugs exactly?
I need
I
to
need
know
to
what
know-
drugs he was doing for my police report.
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder. The smell was awful.
Even you can
Still
probably
really like
detect
that we're
all
holding a flashlight, shining it right in this woman's eyes for no reason.
Technically, we're shining it out the window.
Well, even to less effect then.
You can almost see it. A small, sickly old man, hunched behind his work desk, his pants stained with old piss, stuffing a sad, stiff-legged raccoon dog. The
Aw.
entire scene looks tragic.
Damn.
I found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came.
What's an atelier? Do you recognize
Oh
that
yeah.
one?
Yeah, it's like
I've seen it before.
haven't you ever played any of those games like Atelier fucking
Ryza?
yeah, Riza and fucking there's like 50 games in that series and they're all about like having a store
So
and
it's
selling
just
stuff.
It's just a fancy word for shopkeeper, then.
Yeah, exactly. Pro Jared's wife, before he fucking was revealed to have been like the most horrible person instead of the Pro Jared we thought he was, her like channel name was Atelier Holly. Or no, Atelier, what the fuck was she? She wasn't Holly, that was the cheated on woman. Heidi. That's what it was. So yeah, no, it's just like a person who owns a shop and sells things. It's a sort of nicer word than shopkeep. It's supposed to indicate like a higher level of goods sophistication.
I didn't know insects had any rights or activists.
Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Damn.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the
But
collection.
insects don't have any brains or feelings.
Actually, insects do have brains, but yes, I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Anything else?
How dare she kill those flies?
So what's with the rotor blades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
Oh no.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or
Tallulah?
Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Great Jamiroquai song named that, but it's spelled different.
Interesting. What do those transmissions say?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skids and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
There was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
Oh boy.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Alright, what about the other ideas?
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth.
Booth babes.
Yeah.
And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls.
Sounds like they weren't very good
Flinta
booth
does
babes,
the same
TBH.
thing.
Hey, yeah, the freak cashier lady. Bring her up.
I know a girl just like that. She works in Frit as a cashier. She's not particularly friendly.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
What about the bear?
The bear.
It didn't work out?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a
Okay,
hostile
so-
apex predator. To make
Are you
matters
trying to
worse,
tell me
the
this
fridge
bear
didn't
fridge is
do
made
well
out of a
either,
taxidermied
and half
real
the
bear?
ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
That's what it seems like.
But it's like a giant novelty plastic bear. Like, it's white. There aren't polar bears in this part of the world, are there? It doesn't seem to be fucking snowing.
I don't know.
Eventually, Ravachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I'm sure the bear was doing its best.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean.
Oh, was it the guy who was always doing drugs?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me it was the guy who was always doing drugs. Bring it back.
Gotta have been.
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants.
Yep.
Called it Megatherion.
Megatherion?
Megatherion, a mega wild beast.
What's a mega wild beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life. By telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
There you go. There it is.
Maybe this wise and noble beast can guide you toward those amphetamines you've been craving.
My vision
Horrific
beast is a
necktie
squirrel.
tightens around your neck, strangely excited. But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
Why is the
I
horrific
do drugs.
neck-
I've got a vision beast myself.
Why is the horrific necktie speaking with Roy's voice? That's weird.
Yeah, good question. The horrific necktie is like the only one with a different voice out of all the things that talk to you.
Hey, do you think that vision beast could guide me towards some amphetamines?
I don't, officer. You should stay away from drugs and vision beast. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Wow.
Little sparkling embers under the window. Outside it's light. Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of snow.
Okay, maybe there are polar bears here.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
Actually, I had other questions.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What
I have
else?
more questions about this building.
I'm listening.
Never mind, I don't.
Good. I hope to clarify things a bit. What else?
This is still too low to check.
Let's put on the coat that gives us
Yeah,
more
let's-
shivers.
Let's see how much we can get our shivers up.
And let's take that fucking flashlight out of our hands.
Shivers. Ditch the flashlight. You know what? Give me the bag back. No, wait. We need the flashlight because we're gonna leave and go back through the building.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything costing us shivers? +1, +1. Well, we got +2 shivers from our clothes right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's as good as it's gonna get with what we have now.
I think so, man.
Whoops.
Should we try it still, or?
Oh, it's you again.
That's only up to
Mm.
28.
Die?
Can we just save? Can we just scum this one?
I don't want to scum it. I mean,
Why
we'll
not?
save. I mean, we'll save and we'll try it, but But we have a skill point, so we can try it once and give ourselves some shivers if we fail.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
A gust of cold sweeps through.
Wow.
We're doing so good. Oh my
Nat-
god.
Nat
on the
12.
shelves, rattling
Nat
low
fucking
vegetation.
12.
For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
This is still just a theory, but hear me out. I think I know why your business hasn't failed.
Didn't we already talk about this?
It's because you're not in the same building as the others. This isn't technically the doomed commercial area.
What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guelain 10.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
No, this used to be a coal plant. You're in the chimney of another building.
This doesn't make any sense. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
Let's say I have my own methods, unusual methods.
And what? Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces.
Actually, it's only your workshop that's protected. You should still do something to defend your person. What?
What?
Do you know what this is?
Dude, the music in the background?
I can barely hear it.
Well, it's just this nice, peaceful music, the piano chords coming in. This is the Disco Elysium dating sim. This is it right here. It's happening.
Your lucky charm? Some kind of award?
It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
See, the curse is real. I bet you didn't run this little jewelry shop from the protective depths of the chimney.
No, you're right. I didn't. It wasn't just a jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
Don't call it a dump. You've made it nice and cozy here.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending, or an entirely different world.
Wow, this is getting surprisingly meta.
Bro, have you seen that episode of Community where they roll the dice?
Nope.
Oh, Christ, it's the greatest. I gotta show it to you sometime.
But anyway, thanks for
Thought
sharing
gained
your
the
theories,
precarious
officer.
world? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, well, one of your options was, yes, coincidence is all that safeguards us. So the precarious world must be like the... Oh,
Temporary
hang on, now
research
I'm already
bonus.
reading it.
All red checks fail. Okay.
Huh.
So that's one we should keep in our back pocket until we're sure we're going to be spending 4 hours without doing a single red check.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like the point of this game is victory. The absence of defeat on all fronts. Victory in business ventures and creative undertakings. Victory in love and over other people. Political victory. Ideological victory. Hell, even sexual victory. Definitely a lot of object-based victories too. Having things and not losing them. One problem though, not a lot of victors in sight. Everyone's mostly losing. Why is that? And how do you not lose?
That's a real-ass thought.
That's crazy. Well, I don't know what that does.
Because it's like... You look around and you do feel like, oh shit, everyone's losing, always.
Oh, hey, did we want to order another die from her at all?
I think you can only get one.
Oh, it's you again. Of course. Tell me what you have.
Well, wait,
in mind.
let's not do that, because...
Well, if when we order a die, we have to come back 8 hours later to get it. So if we're gonna get a die from her, we should order it now while we're here, and then go do something else.
Okay, because I was going to say we should save buying that second die for the next time we need to reset white checks. But I guess we could just wait to pick it up.
What do you want?
Give me the fucking cursed one. Or actually, wait. I want to read about what they do. Sorry, but I've gotta. I want to figure out which one is the most beneficial.
Some of these might be spoilers.
Well, I mean, I don't... It's not... It's all just visual noise to me. Okay, so we've got standard die, standard anti-die, curse Ilmaron, amber die with a mosquito. Oh shit, it was gonna have a mosquito in it? That's dope.
I mean, like, if you're checking which checks they let you retry, that could be real-ass spoilers.
Yeah, but this is all just words, like... I'm scanning it for any ones that, like, I already know about. Like, reduces the difficulty of starting dance in the church by 1. So that is, like, of no consequence. I read those words and I just immediately throw them in the trash. I don't even remember what I just said. But if I see something that is like, oh, I wanted to do that... Yeah, no, I have no idea. No, I don't know. They all look equally the same. Equally useful and useless. I don't know.
Well, let's grab that cursed die then.
Let's do it, fuck
What
it.
do you mean by cursed?
As cursed as this commercial area.
Alright, how about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed die.
It's a deal.
Sweet.
Great, see you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
Alright, let's leave. Hold on. Was there anything over here? Nope. What else do we need to do? Oh, let's take a look at some of those case files. Actually.
Oh, hell yeah.
Want to close out on like a case file or something?
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Right,
Or rather,
my...
I wanted to look at the case file, but let's not quite close the stream on that, because I want to give the bull back to those old men.
You know what? Let's go give the bull back first, and then let's check the case file.
Okay. You think our thought is done internalizing yet? How close are we to that?
I have no idea. I'll check it as soon as we get out of here. Time doesn't progress unless you're talking or doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Moving is a free action.
Right, the opposite of Dungeons and Dragons, where talking is a free action.
Let's look at our thought cabinet. Jamais Vu is what we were working on. 51 minutes remaining. Oh yeah, we need to talk to Plaisance.
Yeah, true. Tell her the curse ain't real.
First, let's get this. I don't know. We'll put the ledger on.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus.
Yes, yes. How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
It was a charnel house of failed business enterprises, leeching life energy from this bookstore.
I knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us. But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Neha, and she's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
No, ma'am, I have felt her aura. She is not the one to blame for this curse.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood on her palm.
The source is in the taxidermist's shop. He became involved in arts darker than taxidermy and brought the void spirits down upon this place.
Yeah, let's just blame the guy who ain't here. Just tell her
fucking do it.
Just tell her what she wants to hear and get on with it.
I read it dramatically. That means we have to select it.
Or there is another entity, more malignant, pulling the strings in Martinez. Perhaps in my travels I will cross paths with it.
And if I do, I shall vanquish it.
This might open up a quest line.
All right, do it then. That one's equally as cool.
Presence. Yes.
A great dark relief washes over her.
I've heard of these triactors. In certain occult literature, that's too dark to dwell on for too long, and definitely not in public. I understand everything, sir. Thank you for your descending into the maelstrom. I will
Hell
keep
yeah,
fort
new
up
skill
here,
points.
strengthen the wards.
Hell
do my
yeah.
best. And if you happen upon the third entity in your travels, may the Lord be with you.
Well, this has been absolutely educational. If we happen on the third presence in our travels, we will certainly come back to tell you.
Yes, the venture continues in other waters, darker waters.
Should
I
we
want to
get
make a
on the
movie
field
out of this game.
before the vortex collapses?
Wouldn't this be a great film?
So
Like
long,
the film,
book peddler.
the film has got to open up in complete darkness with the voice talking to you, and he's saying things. And then, you know, you open your eyes and you're in the destroyed apartment, fuck around a bit, talk to the woman in the hallway, meet Kim. The only thing is, I really like theorizing about, like, ooh, we could make this into a movie. The structure would be like, in the second act, this happens, but I don't have a hold on, like, how this game's mystery is going to unfold, so I can't do a solid prediction.
Can you look up what Precarious World does?
Precarious World, sure, yes. Precarious World, disco. Right, so thought, research, all red checks fail, completion, critical success and failure thresholds lowered by 1.
On all checks?
That's what it says. Critical success and failure thresholds lowered by 1. So you can get an 11 and get a critical success, and you can't get an instant failure anymore? Or no, no, you can't?
That seems amazing.
Give me a sec.
That seems goddamn amazing, actually.
What are critical success and failure thresholds? Every skills has you're trying to hit with a 2 dice roll. This looks like this. Stat is if you roll 1-1 on your dice roll, that's a fail. Doesn't even matter if the total beat the difficulty. Similarly, rolling 6-6 is a win, even if your total was 14 the difficulty value is 20. Precarious World adds to the possible dice rolls that you can get a crit. Instead of needing a 6-6, you can also benefit from a 5-6 or a 6-5, effectively tripling your crit chance from 2.78 to 8.33. It also reduces the threshold for a failure too, however it appears that 1-1 is always a fail, so it doesn't seem to have lowered it further than that.
Oh, well.
I haven't looked into this, but I assume there's a thought that increases your failure threshold to include 1-2 or 2-1, and I think this could help even it out. Okay.
But this seems like an important one to get. Like, this'll help us with, I think this, you said it lowers critical success chance, which means like guaranteed wins, to like 5-6 or 6-5.
Yes.
I think I'm torn between starting on internalizing Mazovian socioeconomics or Precarious World, but I don't know if we have any red checks for the time being, and if we do, we can just avoid them.
Give me one more second here. I'm doing a little bit... Give me 1 second. So a lot of the things that I see online are people like tweeting the game studio being like, hey, what the fuck is this? I had a 92% of success, I rolled a 5-6, and it was a failure. Is this normal? Let me know if there's a way to fix this. And then the Disco Elysium Twitter account replies, hi, do you happen to be internalizing the thought the precarious world right now? And the guy always responds, yes, no, I am indeed doing that. I had not seen the warning that all red checks would fail. Thank you, Studio Zaum, you're wonderful. There's like 4 different conversations like this.
So... If we start internalizing this now, we just have to avoid all red checks.
Yeah. If you, But the thing is, I really want to know whether or not... Hang on. Let me look up the words critical fail... No? Okay, I'm not sure, man. I think... we may be misunderstanding what this does, because I haven't seen anybody explain this and they're not guessing. It may be that the threshold for critical success is lowered and also the critical fail threshold is lowered. Like, so it's easier to hit a critical fail. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can die instantly on a 1-2 instead of just a 1-1. I think actually it makes both sections larger and easier to hit. So
okay,
it's
well,
risk-reward.
In that case, maybe not internalize that one. I don't know.
That is why I wanted to do a little bit more research. Okay, so... yeah, no, it just says critical success or failure thresholds are lowered by 1. So I don't know if that means it makes both of them easier to hit. That seems like what it would be. Like it's risk-reward. It's 1 step forward, 1 step back.
Alright then, communism it is.
Communism it is, baby! Okay, sorry for the lengthy investigation time on that one, but it was necessary. Had to make sure we knew what we was doing.
That's going to take us 3 hours, 10 minutes, and it'll give us -2 on visual calculus, which is good because we just passed a shitload of visual calculus checks. So we probably won't be encountering one of those for a bit. Okay. Now let's go give them their bool back and read a case file, and I think that'll be that'll just about do it for this stream.
Just about. Speaking of communism, I have to read something. I sent this to Chris like a month ago. I found a funny tweet on Twitter where it was like somebody arguing about something political, but I just read it in the Disco Elysium voiceover because it's hilarious. It's perfect. So the guy says, so let me get this straight. She doesn't like free vaccines because communism. She doesn't like expensive insulin and asthma inhalers because not communism. Got it. It is not acceptable to have communism or not communism. That sounds like something your internal voice would say while you're trying to wrestle with your belief system. Oh, we're here. We got the bull.
Oh, hey. Is there anything you can tell me about this rifle?
It's a Bell McGrave. 4.46 caliber. Breech loading. Revachol made. Good weapon. Accurate and reliable.
His moves are quick and precise as he first checks the weapon, then aims it at the sea.
I mean, he's a
This
soldier.
man knows firearms.
So, of course.
intimately.
This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find
What do you
it?
mean, find? This is my rifle.
Nah, I want to be straight with him. It's in the basement there.
I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away. As for the
Yeah,
rifle,
when that guy dies, nobody else knows where his stash was.
These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
Alright, I found you guys a new bull.
What is this? Are you mocking us? This isn't for pétanque.
Now, no need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
There's not going to be an alternative. I suggest taking it.
That's how it is, huh? Fine. I guess you did attempt to right your hooliganism. Consider it forgiven.
We're just clearing all kinds of tasks today.
Yeah, fuck yeah, we're cashing in so much, so many side quests. Can we do this composure check? Can we yeah, we replaced the bull. Okay, so
we broke even on that.
yeah, we barely broke even on that one. Wait.
Sure.
Before we do that, can we ask him about Jean-Marie some more?
I understand
That's the only
Jean-Marie
one that...
meant a lot to you.
There's nothing for you to understand here. It is not her death you are investigating.
Were the circumstances of her death in any way unusual?
Absolutely not. She died of pneumonia in her bed at the age of 79. This is highly usual.
Where was
Why,
the
yes, it is.
photo of you two taken?
Revachol Fair 91 in the Faubourg district. A parade was held to honor Guillaume Le Lion's name day, and the Carabineers marched in the place of honor.
You looked happy in the picture, smiling.
This was the happiest day of my life.
What happened with you, Gaston, and Jean-Marie?
I was 22 when I returned from King Guillaume's Akira operation in the south, and found my sweetheart in the arms of this wretch. I won her back, but while I was dealing with some issues.
You were like a dark cloud sucking the joy out of every living thing around you. And you hurt her.
Dark cloud. That sounds unpleasantly familiar.
Those days and memories are gone.
The old soldier says nothing, but
Jesus.
when his glance quickly runs over Gaston's face, there's
He doesn't really have much of a case anymore.
Well, it's a low chance, but we do have a skill point reserve in case we fail it.
And we're on a fucking roll.
As
Holy
Remy turns
shit!
to his partner,
Told you.
We
Fucking
can't be
roll.
stopped!
chest rattling
We
there.
can't be
He
stopped.
keeps his
Flow
thighs
so
straight
sick that it
and
should
his
be
right
mopped
leg lifted,
up.
displaying them proudly.
This is insane luck. Where was all this
I
luck
know.
in like the earlier sessions?
Well, hang on. We used it all fighting Measurehead. Like, that was insane. Like, we wanted to save scum that and then didn't have to.
So how many medals are there?
2. The larger one is shaped like a cross, while the smaller medal resembles the sun.
Let's look at the cross.
A crowned head in front of 2 crossed rifles. The medal hangs from a blue striped triangle.
Let's look at the sun.
A small blue star inside an orange sun. It has the word Valiance written below.
The medals. Did you get them for...
For bravery.
It's a conflicted topic for the old veteran. There must have been a number of controversial episodes in his service days.
Don't say these.
Uh-oh.
For bravery.
That's what I was going to say.
Opening my
Bravery.
teeth in the heat of battle, for looking my mortality in the eye, when men like Gaston here hid in the bushes and shot themselves.
He saved some muddy princeling who foolishly strolled into the front line in his gown of velvet and gold.
Saved a princeling?
It was on the first months of the revolution here in Revachol. Unrest was spreading like wildfire. Marauders had taken most of the Couronne and were getting really ambitious. King Frisel thought he could end it all in one decisive strike. Sent his cousin, Drisson, to put an end to the unrest.
God, these French names.
Alas, the young Drisson was all piss and no vinegar, wearing a tunic of purple velvet and cockatoo feathers to battle. Even his rifle was gold-plated, shone from 5 clicks away. Can you imagine the asininity?
Okay, but I need to know what kind of cockatoo. Was it the fuck up?
He's the fuck up to as
'cause
well. He's a
I-
spiritual sibling to us.
Because I know a little about the fuck up to. It's my heraldic bird, you know.
I forgot all about that, dude.
Purple velvet tunic. That is
Yo,
exactly
full purple combat outfit, gold rifle. The drip on this lad.
This is the bravest man alive.
This is the fucking swagged out soldier.
To keep the long and bloody story short, Drisson marched us against the partisans in Couronne. And when I say marched, I mean made us walk into captured enemy territory, single file, like toy soldiers, while he rode in front on his giant red stallion. The rebels were smart. They let us come real close before opening fire. Suffice to say, it was cowardly.
Bastards.
I got shot in the left shoulder and went down. Just a flesh wound. But just as I turned over, the prince fell into the mud next
Oh,
to me.
shit.
He was missing his lower jaw. Then his horse, driven mad by the noise and smell of gunpowder, stepped on my leg and shattered my knee.
Okay, then what did you do?
Then what did you
I
do?
grabbed my sidearm and shot the beast in the head. Then everything went black.
Capitaine Arnaud, le fléau des chevaux.
When I came to, it was all over. It was just me and Jolas Tresson, gurgling in the blood-soaked mud right next to me.
Jesus.
The dink had taken numerous flesh wounds and lost a lot of blood. But despite missing his jaw, he seemed hesitant to die. Tougher than he looked, that one.
That's no dink, that's a fighter.
This would never happen to Johnny Lawjaw. My jaw is tight.
Right. So I grabbed the prick and started crawling. Kept going until the 59th Cavalry picked us up. Through
Jesus.
some miracle, we both survived. And the joyless freak convinced Frisel to give me a medal for not leaving him to die.
How did
in
he
his own
convince
blood.
him with no jaw?
Piss and shit.
Well, he must have written it down.
True.
He was
What
the
a
commanding
story.
officer and I was on duty. Just doing my job. Shouldn't hand out medals for that. 13 months later, I received the Sun for distinguished service. It's not worth mentioning.
You sense he's down.
What a story, Mark.
He did a lot more than his duty. More than anyone's duty. It's in his spine, in his billowing breasts, and untarnished self-worth.
Sounds like you're being modest, Renee.
The old carabinier stands quietly like a statue, his features motionless.
What Monseigneur Modesty is not telling you is that he crawled over 7 kilometers before the cavalrymen found him and Drisson. 2 days later,
Oh my
that's
god.
Crawling 2 days with a wounded leg and shoulder while dragging
Yeah,
along a guy
Jesus.
missing his lower jaw.
You've only got one good arm and one good leg, and like, you're fucking carrying not just yourself, but a whole other person. Hey, you gotta see the movie Bone Tomahawk. It's classic. It's fucking great. It's got Kurt Russell. It's a western, and motherfucking one of the members of their party breaks his leg, and it's like a really bad, horrible, like Old West broken leg. And they're like, okay, man, the only thing we can do is like step on it to move it back into place and then like leave you with a splint. Like, you can't keep going on this journey with us. Your leg's already been bad. Now it's completely broken. And he's like, no, it's okay. Just split me up. Leave me here. I'll catch up with you. And it's like, you just assume this dude is done. He's out of the narrative. Like, he's fucked. He can't make this journey anymore. So then our main characters go, and they get fucking captured, and it looks like they're completely doomed. And then suddenly we cut back to the guy, and he's been crawling over the desert for like 2 days to get to where these guys got in like a few hours of walking. And he fucking shows up, and even with only one working leg, he fucking saves the day. It's incredible. I love stories where our characters lose, and then they somehow manage to pull it out and win in overtime.
And that heathen wise crawling with a mangled half-dead prince on his back. He still managed to
fucking badass.
Jesus, man.
That's awesome. This guy's a fucking hero. He's the coolest dude in the game.
This dude is awesome.
He's the coolest guy we've met so far.
Voice. It's deep down, but maybe even unbeknownst to the man himself, it's there.
Aww.
Hold on, you're just a little bit proud of Renee's heroics, aren't you?
Sorry, officer, but you're reading me all wrong. I'm a man of peace, and these kinds of bloody heroics are only impressive to men like Rene himself. Certainly not.
You see
to
what
me.
I'm trying to do here? I'm trying to like sort of reconcile their friendship, I guess.
You're trying to develop this Bert and Ernie
find the story
dynamic.
to be, officer?
Get them to come together.
Quite impressive. It's men like Rene who made Revachol great once.
Maybe, but also bear in mind, officer. They don't end this out for anyone with a service record. Oh no, you have to get shot repeatedly, and you need to get your hands bloody too. Really, really bloody.
Do not speak of what you know nothing about, Poltroon. Duty is something you will never understand.
Thanks for the story, Rene.
Bah! There were many such stories in those days. Many such men, too. True Revacholians. Men with backbone.
Oh yes, René, yes. Men were bigger, girls were prettier, and everyone wore the fascia. Lord, please bring those days back, if you can.
I'm sorry, fascia?
Well, go ahead.
I'm not getting into this with you again. Officer, was there anything else?
You should try to come up with a heroic story of your own.
No.
Impress
God
this
damn it.
old soldier.
Legendary. Now impress him with your heroics. Oh, that's a red check, and yeah, no, I don't think so.
I don't think so either, man. I mean, I would love to see what happens if we nail that.
We'll have to come back with way better drama gear, my friend. Oh yeah,
yeah.
the fucking
But hey, I mean, we've nailed every check so far. It's already in your hand.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking for the. Oh, right.
It's the letter you found in the... Yes, at last.
Fuck yeah.
You find a way to piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. HDB 41, date of initialization, and time of arrival on the
Wow,
scene.
so our name really
Followed
is
by
Harry
the
David
title.
Dubois.
For
Or
example,
Harry Dubois. HDB.
HDB 41120117000.
Wait,
The
HDB
next
41.
world mural.
Weren't those officer precinct?
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
And HDB.
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files.
Yeah, so this is
It's
something the
safe
game
to
is
say
assuming that we did much
are
earlier.
your initials.
We already know our name by now.
Harry Dubois, HDB. Still feels like there's something missing from that.
All right, let's read a case. What do you want to know about?
Dude, the square bullet hole murders? Somebody's out here shooting square bullets? Excuse me?
It would be very interesting to read about these.
Do you remember that clip from Arthur where DW's in the store and she points to the square balloon and she says, "How do you blow a square balloon?" And the lady says, "Blow square breaths."
With a square hole in her skull, staring at the wall.
I had not seen this episode of Arthur, but that sounds funny.
And it cuts back to DW and she's just like surprised Pikachu face, like just aghast, just agape, just speechless.
Arthur is one of those shows like SpongeBob where it's like every moment is memeable.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially because it's like it's like the cosmic background noise of our childhood. Like these shows that were always on and we were always looking at, but like sometimes not paying attention. So you can just like pluck any moment from anywhere and it'll usually ignite some type of memory.
You really think someone would do that? Go on the internet and tell lies?
Do you really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies? I remember seeing that episode when I was a kid. And even then I was like, oh, Buster. Well. Oh, Buster, you poor fool. Because at that point, all I used the internet for was like game facts and like looking up cheat codes for games. And you know how people would just make shit up? People would be like, go here and stand there and press this button 20 times. And like, it would get verified because it was just the early internet. We were all fucking stupid. So like the bullshit obviously made up ones were mixed in with the real ones. And so I would like try these like they were real and just waste hours of my time as a child trying to unlock like different colors for Link's tunic in fucking Wind Waker. And then figuring out once I did it, oh, that was bullshit. That was never real. It was totally made up. So even from the time I was a child, I knew the internet is full of lies. So I was like, oh, Buster, you poor fool.
Square hole in the skull, mouth agape.
That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead.
A sequence killer.
Who knows? Those pages are missing. What next? Don't worry. One day.
Oh, that was actually really short. Want to read another one?
The couch in an unexpected location.
Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside by the motorway. You know, at an unexpected location. They were young.
They looked really cool.
They looked cool on it.
I wish there was one option for they looked really cool. Like assholes.
They actually looked like assholes. Insufferable. Hold on, is it? No, I guess it's not gonna.
Insufferable dicks. Young people are the worst.
So anyway, you got a complaint about the damn sofa, or couch, or whatever it was.
They were leaving it out in all these.
So the dialogue narration just goes away and comes back.
Took it too, where they also took photos of themselves on it, and smoked cigarettes, because they felt it's intellectual.
I mean, I can relate to these kids. I think that's cool. Imagine if you were walking down the street and there was just a couch just suspended in midair, and there was just people sitting on it drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes. Wouldn't you think that's cool and whimsical and like they've created like a piece of street art?
Well, yes, but at the same time, you gotta realize these people are kind of being assholes.
Well, it depends. Do they have an ashtray? Because, you know, then imagine they're just throwing their used cigarettes down into the street on people.
Cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid couch. You had to clean
Yeah,
it all
cigarette
up,
butts.
And you did. So congratulations to you. Case solved.
Did I ever catch those guys?
No, you didn't have time for that. These notes show that you have what is called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down the couch assholes. You have a real job to do. What next?
Alright,
The
how about
couch
one more?
assholes.
How about one more and we'll close on that?
You know, opinions are like assholes. Neil Patrick Harris wants to stuff his cock into them. Oh wait, that's just assholes. That's a Norm Macdonald joke. Let's do the unsolvable case.
All right, let's close it out on the unsolvable case.
AKA Leslie and Burke, AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk, is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in Jamrock, know it's unsolvable.
Oh, this
Yes, we know.
starting to sound interesting.
You were so drunk, you didn't remember what it was when you signed on.
Fuck.
That, or you were high. Leslie
Well, or both.
will
I mean, come
always
on.
take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man. And you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration.
Oh.
Oh, would that they were. Secret voice in my head. Would that they were.
The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers and for Burke to stop dismantling signage and rear-view mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability on par with you ceasing to produce the expression.
I forgot about the expression.
Didn't we just keep... How did you forget about the expression? It's just in the lower left-hand corner of the screen all the time.
No, you know what? That's true. But here's the thing, right? Our hair, our in-game model, is a little bit longer than that portrait, and our face isn't so gray and zombie-like. So that's sort of like a trading card of what Harry Dubois is. But you know, I've been thinking of our exact guy as not looking exactly like that all the time. But I guess he's still got that horrible expression plastered on his face.
Couldn't we just keep him
Hey.
off the streets?
Can't we
You would
shave?
think that, but you're wrong. Where's the
can,
fun in
later.
exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own
I mean,
home?
like, I actually
No,
think the facial
Leslie
hair we
and
have
Burke are
now
on the corner
is
of
like the
Main
best.
Street and Perdition,
It's the mutton
because
chops that
that's
goes
where that
straight into a
action
mustache
is.
with no chin beard. That one's awesome. However, I don't know, for a change of pace, we could shave it. But then are we stuck with that for the whole story? Because, like, it only takes place over 10 days, so we won't grow the beard back.
I have no idea if you're stuck with that.
Okay, well, let's not shave then.
Threatening, fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemyaki to take them out. The Zemyaki gave them ethanol, so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop. As they hadn't
These people have
stopped
been
for 10
doing this shit
years.
for 10 years.
It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of Perdition.
Leslie is the
And
destructive
what
one.
is Leslie doing?
Leslie's the destructive one.
No, Leslie's the flasher.
Really? Well, hang on. Down here, it freaking said, for Burke and Leslie to stop exposing and
You're
destroying.
learning. If the files
Yeah,
are to
no,
be
you were
trusted,
right.
that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger. He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. You're
Oh
drunk
my
out of your
God.
mind on potent Pilsner. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face. Then you proceed to beat him unconscious with it.
Oh my god.
In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who, at this point, is tending to Burke. He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is Burke can't walk anymore.
Oh my
Can't get out of
god.
his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke. Who knows? But both drunks are off the street.
What
The
in the
complaints stop.
fuck?
The unsolvable case is solved.
Yeah, good for us. We just brutalized a man. That's how we solved the case. Just destroy his kneecaps. What the fuck was that?
Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing.
Wow, this world is as fucked up as
Do you
ours.
want to read another one?
Okay, well that was kind of intense.
Yeah, that one is nothing like the couch in an unexpected location or the square bullet hole murders.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden paper.
All right, let's put the this away. Oh, let's check on that breakthrough we made.
Yeah. We had 2 more case files to read about, but I feel that they're probably going to be longer.
Derealization. Jamais vu, the opposite of déjà vu.
There we go.
Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in?
Alright, so we gotta go
This
back
is
and
a
talk to
fundamental
Joyce more
question.
next stream.
All right.
And now we got
All
+1
intellect
XP
learning
for every
caps
orb
raised by
clicked.
1, but more importantly, +1 XP for orbs.
Fuck yeah. We're gonna be leveling up like crazy.
All right. What's the status on this? 53 minutes. All right. So next time we'll
Alright.
probably get the big communist
All
map.
around
Oh,
you,
hold on.
rain falls on the great city of Revachol.
Oh wow, look
Rain
at this
drips
zoom
from the
out.
leaves and floods
Wow.
matters, washing the
Whoa!
filth away.
This
The
is
spring
awesome.
thaw
I have
must
never
be
seen the city
the
so like
snow is
cohesive.
melting. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Humid. Your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you.
What's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you,
Who are you,
ghosts?
ghosts?
The
Tell me.
skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinaise every day.
What is down the shore?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
And beyond that?
Coal City, end of all lines.
Run your fingers through your dampened hair. Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance. What's in the east?
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Clench your teeth to stop shuddering.
Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
And beyond that?
La Drusienne, King Dries passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms. Cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary.
What is across the distributary?
Couronne, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain.
What is beyond the Kurong?
A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide.
How about the north?
Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse
He didn't say
from
Cape
the
Side
waterheads
appointments.
of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
And closer to here?
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. The lingering odor of decomposition mixes with that of damp soil.
How about the south?
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
What about the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
Wait, excuse me. Excuse me. You're gonna need to say that. That's a DMX song. He just died.
I'm aware.
Rest in peace.
Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at?
I have a brother in
Something,
the
something, bad words that I can't
Where the
say.
hood
Where the hood, where the hood at?
at? I have a brother in
It said the next.
Where the hood at?
See, I said bad words I can't say because it's not brother. That's incredible that Shivers just does the next line back at you.
Why am I not there?
What?
To be in Martinez,
This
where
game
no
I've ever
one
played,
goes, at
and
the
I'm not even
rough
playing
bed
it.
of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town. In the shadow of the day, the revolution fell.
What am I doing here?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
Jamrock Rock City?
Forward.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What's above?
Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
Motherfucker.
This rain will not let us anytime soon. At least we are dressed for it. Let's keep moving.
And keep moving we shall, but that will be for next time.
Another
so
time.
Let me,
Before you hit end.
Yep. What is it?
Uh-oh. I'm frozen.
It's alright, I was just saving the game.
Hello? I'm back in.
I was just saving the game.
Okay, cool. You haven't hit stop streaming yet. I just wanted to give a shout out to the insane luck that we had this stream. Like, this was the most amazing run. We didn't fail a single check the whole time. Even ones that we were prepared to retry or prepared to give up on. We just fucking hit every green light this stream.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, because I'm not sure. Did we fail one? No, we didn't fail any.
We didn't fail a single one. Every time I was waiting for the screen to light up green or orange, it lit up green. It's fucking incredible. I hope we can keep that momentum rolling into our next disco session.
Well, you know how luck is. Luck is a fickle mistress.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe next session we'll be hitting all the orange checks.
Luck is a fickle mistress, and maybe she'll have found a better sugar daddy by next time. Who knows?
But that'll do it for today's stream.
Indeed.
We'll see you guys next time, whenever that is. So,
I'll see you when I see you.